The McBain Ramblers are on the air on 107.9 CDY. This broadcast is sponsored by Pluger Mechanical, McBain Hardware, Northern Truck Service, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Taylor Mechanical, McLean Transmissions, High Point Cadillac GMC, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McBain Family Pharmacy, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, McNally's Party Store, Holton's LP Gas, Falmouth Co-op, Wexford Misaki Career Technical Center, McBain Auto Service, LC Materials. Now let's head courtside for tonight's broadcast on 107.9 CDY and stream on 107.9cdy.com.
Good Friday night on a little bit early as we have a rare twin bill, otherwise known as a doubleheader, as the Northern Michigan Christian Comets play host to the McBain Ramblers. Right now we have two games. We're going to start off with the ladies because, you know, women first, being chivalrous.
Just gentlemanly.
So we are going to have the ladies start off the game, and then we're going to be followed by the gentlemen. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna getting a chance to do a little play-by-play for the first game. Then I'll be passing it off to Jade the Dude Simon, the best color guy in all of Michigan. How are you doing today, Jay?
Questioning your sanity, I guess. No, great. Doing terrific. It's downright spring-like outside. Had to walk through some mud to come into the gym. Never thought I would see mud again until about May. The temperature is almost shorts weather, I think, somewhere in the mid-30s. And just a great community. Two schools, McBain and NMC, separated by, 400 yards? I don't even know what the distance is. And should be a great game.
A nice drive if you can hit it straight down the fairway.
Exactly.
Hey, want to let you know the pregame show is brought to you by Pluger Mechanical, licensed and insured. Call Aaron at 231-282-3194 for new installation, HVAC service, and light plumbing. All right, it looks like we're going to be doing the traditional prayer and national anthem before both games. Tonight is senior night here at NMC. It's alumni night here at NMC, and it's also a fundraiser for Zach Pluger here at NMC. Well, it looks like we're going to go straight into the starting lineups. So we are going to...
fooling us, man.
They are fooling us completely. So last time these two teams played, it was a great battle as they played back and forth basketball until about the last 3 minutes. And then on the back of Bree Van Houten, the senior, starting to knock down a three ball. The McBain Ramblers were able to go up and stay up permanently and walk away with a 6-point victory, I believe. You got the note in front of you.
20-21.
7-point victory. But the Northern Michigan Christian, we just saw them last Wednesday, called the game on the radio, and they were clicking on all cylinders.
Absolutely. Down at Beale City, they put together a terrific game, and we said with their height, they could give these Ramblers some fits. It's going to be very interesting, especially on their home court in front of the home fans. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Did you get a chance to catch the starting lineups, or you want me to go through them?
I got three. I'm going to assume that Van Houten and Skierbeck are the other two.
Yeah, Ashley.
Yep. So for the Ramblers, they will run out a number of seniors along with a pair of juniors. Claudia O'Malley, who will be running track and cross country at Grand Valley State University next year. Brianna Van Houten and Ashley Skierbeck, all seniors. And then Cooper Agama and Leah Neverth are your juniors who will join them in the starting lineup.
I've been working on a call with Cooper for 3 years, and I'm just hoping I get to drop it today.
All right.
Let's see if it gets it. And for your Northern Michigan Christian Comets, starting for them, you got
Anna Lancer, a junior, Allie Crick, a sophomore, Maddie Merb Bentham, a junior, Allie Sigafus, or just Foos, is a senior, and Carrie Van Polen, a senior, round out your starting lineup. And we would expect also to see copious amounts. It's a short bench for NMC. Tana Banana Vanna Polen, a freshman, will see significant time, I would expect, tonight, as well as Madeline DeRuyter and Allison Wren, who they're trying to get into the scorebook against Beale City. I'd love to see her do it in front of the home crowd here tonight. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be really fun, as this is Allison Wren's last home game of the season. All right, get ready for the tip. Carrie Van Polen, Bree Van Houten in middle court. Jerome throws it up, won by Van Polen. NMC starts with the ball, going from left to right on the court. NMC in the white shorts, home white jerseys. They're looking sharp out there. McBain wrote the traveling black jerseys and black shorts, piped up with yellow. Ball goes to the inside to Van Polen, blocked by Van Houten. Kick out. Long jumper from the free throw line. Van Polen knocks it down. 2-0, 7:36 left in the first quarter.
McBain in some intense man-to-man defense, Hawkeye, right now. Claudia O'Malley basically trying to see if she could fit inside of Lancer's shorts. But nice backdoor passes to free up Van Polen on that one.
Yes, that was Bentham who
Bentham on the
initial shot. Van Polen was wide open.
NMC in a zone.
Well, they do that to conserve the energy, and they're not pressing against this team this year. We'll see if they bring that out later. But McBain's being quite patient, trying to work the ball on the inside.
But I think Claudia O'Malley's just too good of a passer or a dribbler. There's a steal.
Steal over there by Allie Crick. Allie Crick brings over half court, sets up the NMC's offense. They're looking to take advantage of the high-low game. Foose with a funny move, but she didn't actually travel. She kept that 1 foot on the ground, even though she looked like she went up. Allie Crick attacked the basket, punched out by O'Malley. Van Polen gets the loose ball, goes up for the layup, blocked, but gets the body.
I think somebody took a knee to the head here.
And it looks like Cooper's still on the ground.
Yeah, Cooper, there was a little bit of a scrum as Crick lost the handle on the ball. Ball went toward the baseline. You had two McBain players, including Cooper, going for it, as well as the NMC player on the baseline. I think Cooper might have took a blow to the side of the head there with a knee. Hopefully she's okay. Kind of wobbling with the help of Coach Drew Brockman to get over to the sideline.
6:38 in the first quarter. NMC is up 2-0. Carrie Van Polen with her interesting routine as she starts 2 steps behind the free throw line, throws the ball up in the air, steps underneath it, and then lines up her shot.
Can't argue with the results.
And what's kind of cool about this gym was with the volleyball court right next to the basketball court, they actually have a white line for you to follow from the free throw line to the basket.
Straight down the pipe.
Van Polen juggles the ball.
Had to rush that second one a little bit as she completely lost the ball. You can see Jerome on the far side, the official giving the little hand signals. You only have 12 seconds, I believe, to shoot.
That is correct.
She did get it off.
So Van Polen 4, McBain 0 with 6:26 left. Long 3 ball by Leah Neverth. It's back iron, no good off the hand of Van Polen. It'll be McBain's ball underneath the basket. Inbound pass to Bree Van Houten. Long jumper, no good. Rebound by Crick. Crick is coming up, but she ran right out of her shoe. She doesn't know what to do. Do I get my shoe? Do I play basketball? Down low is Van Polen. Van Polen with the gathers herself, misses the puppy. Battle for it. Van Houten gets the rebound.
Boy, and Van Polen had an easy layup, Hawkeye, if she had just gone straight to the rim and she slowed and gathered herself, which allowed McBain to recover.
Claudia O'Malley, long 3 bomb. Makes the score 3-4. Northern Michigan Christians up. Crick still playing with that foot. They're playing 4-on-5 down low here and seeing what they could do. McBain tries to take advantage of it. Crick finally gets back into the game. She tags in, waiting for the ball. Boy, O'Malley, is she playing a tight defense on Crick. This is going to be a fun battle to watch all game long. Crick dribbles off her foot because of O'Malley. She keeps on getting further and further away from the basket. We're going to be getting a blocking foul on Anna Lancer.
Anna Lancer tried to come over and set a pick on Claudia O'Malley, and as Claudia came through it, she caught a shot right in the thigh. Anna, at that height, her knee and O'Malley's leg, that's a tough spot. She's going to come limping off.
Yeah, hoping it's just a Charlie horse.
Yeah, I hope so too.
That's going to be a big thing if she can't come back to the game. But Cooper Agama is back in for the Ramblers. 4-3, 5:26 left in the first quarter.
And I feel it's important to say too, Hawkeye, and I immediately wanted to help Claudia up, felt bad about that. I did not see, to my vantage point, I didn't think she stuck a knee out or anything. So
no, but
I thought that was just a legitimate attempt at setting a pick, and Claudia just ran into it at the wrong angle.
Long three ball, no good for the Ramblers, collected by the Comets. Comets got the ball, but Bree Van Houten bats it out of the hands of Crick, but knocks it out of bounds. And then CB setting up on the sideline. Full house here in the gym. It's just starting to get the McBain side. You're not going to find many seats left on this side. NFC still got a little bit of room. Let's see if they are going to fill that side in right now, too. Inbound pass to Anna Lancer. Emily Skierbeck now checked into the game.
Emma, the only freshman on the Rambler roster.
Oh, they're going to give Van Houten for a cheap one on that one, as she had Lancer trapped in the corner, and then she reached forward with her arms. Lancer tried to pass over, arm on arm, and since Van Houten broke the plane, they're calling the foul on her. That's her second. Elizabeth Schneider checks in the game for the McBain Ramblers. Not much of a shoe game, but she brings the sock game for the girls.
That she does.
Murr, baseline, drive, no good. Tries to pass over to cousin Carey. Carey can't get anywhere, gives out to Crick. Crick too strong on that. Battle underneath. Turnover, Ramblers ball.
Now against Beale City, Hawkeye, NMC was getting quite a few open baseline jumper looks. They were able to fire passes across the lane on the drives and kicks. McBain's defense, though, is just not allowing that, shutting those down. They haven't had. That's the first really open jumper look they've had in the game.
Emma Skierbeck from the corner. That's what she is. She is instant offense. Misses the three ball. Comets gather the ball and bring it over half court. 4:21 left in the first quarter. NMC up 4-3. Entry pass to Van Polen, knocked out by Skierbeck. She came out nowhere on the defense there.
Hawkeye, just a little quick update on Claudia. She is putting ice on her thigh, so I think you're right. I think it is just a Charlie horse, which is good news from a career standpoint. Bad news for the night, because that's painful.
Emma Skierbeck is called on the body on Anna Lancer.
This is interesting right now, Hawkeye. This is, McBain is playing their normal quality of tight defense. There's been a couple of, I don't want to say cheap calls, but called tight. Fairly tight, yeah. And if that's how this is going to be called, that's going to benefit NMC, because it's going to force McBain to give them a little more room.
Oh, Allie Skierbeck on the way in runs right into Leah Neverth. They're calling the foul on Leah Neverth for the takedown, but Leah Neverth gets 2 points for the wrestling team.
Yeah, and that's just one of those situations, Hawkeye, where if Leah doesn't put the arm down and reach out for the ball and just holds her ground, she maybe even draws a charge.
Well, Leah Neverth almost got the exact same call again, but this time they let her get away with it. Sigafus with the shot, gets her own rebound, puts it in. 6-3. NMC is up 3:50 left in the first quarter. McBain brings over half court. Quick hands by Allie Crick, as she is not letting Emma Skierbeck get the ball out. And finally the pass is batted away by Merb.
NMC with some high-quality man-to-man defense of their own.
And it looks like Claudia O'Malley's back in the game. She's going to run it off. O'Malley at the top of the key. Pass over to Cooper. 3:30 left, 6-3. NMC is up. McBain is trying to solve this zone puzzle as they're working the ball around. Great rotation by the Comets, and the long arms have been causing many steals. Agama finally gets a long three ball, back iron, back rim, no good. Rebound Van Polen.
One and done. That's what NMC wants.
Shot up, rebound by the shortest girl on the court, Claudia O'Malley. She's forcing the action, going coast to coast. Back iron, rebound by Van Polen. Still 6-3, 2:55 left in the first quarter. We are getting ready to introduce a special guest to you guys, as someone is going to give his hand at the mic. Crick drives to the basket, no good, ends up knocking out of bounds, turns the ball over. Olivia Naderhood checks in the game for the first time for the McBain Ramblers. You still going to take care of stats? Awesome. Well, welcome to your first broadcast, Dan. How are you doing?
Oh, absolutely fabulous. Great to be here, Gary. I'm so excited to be here.
All right, Dan Verberkmos, who is the parent of Grayson and Garrett Verberkmos, will be helping out with some color, and he's actually going to do his first bowl game Wednesday at the Districts, but right now he's going to get some experience here. So, Crick brings the ball over half court. looking for an open person. Gives up to Spoos. Spoos drives the lane, gets hammered on the way. Foul, should be shooting 2.
No, that was a great take right there by Allie. She just went straight down the pike, and very tough take, shooting 2 at the line.
Allie Sigafus has really been a workhorse for the Comets for the 3 years that she has been on varsity. And you can see with moves like that she's just got a lot of power as she attacks the rim.
Yeah, and she's not only got power, she's very quick. Deceptively quick. I mean, to look at her, you think, oh, maybe she's a little bit, a step slow, but she is amazingly quick with feet.
Misses the second end. She splits the free throws, make the score 7-3. 2:07 left in the first quarter. Ramblers have the ball. The only basket they've had so far is the long 3 ball by Claudia O'Malley. Besides that, this zone has shut down the Ramblers offense. Ramblers had a tough game last Wednesday when they played against Manton, and they only had, 11 points in the first half. So hoping to solve that offensive issues. McBain calls a timeout right now. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Well, I remind you, you are listening to McBain Sports. I want to thank the sponsors that make the game happen. Going a big shout out to Huntington Electric, Judy K. Gildy Photography, LC Material, McBain Auto Service, Amp Wireless, Pluger Mechanical, High Flow Performance, and Taylor Mechanical. How much of the game you got to catch so far, Dan?
Oh, I actually was listening to it. My daughter was babysitting. We picked her up. I was listening on the radio just before I got in here. So pretty much from the opening tap. I tell you what, against the zone defense, you got to move the ball. It's all about ball movement. You got to go inside and then outside and just keep that zone moving. And that movement is going to create spacing. That space is, if you can exploit it, is going to create scoring opportunities. That's what the Ramblers got to do tonight. They got to keep that ball moving on the perimeter and then go inside, outside, and just keep on mixing it up.
What do you see on the court right now as a good scoring threat for the Ramblers, or a little summary of the players as you've seen them growing up?
I've had the privilege to coach all these girls, except for the younger ones, my last few years doing JV under Todd Hamlet. And I'll tell you what, any one of these girls can really get going any given night. I think, Claudia is going to beat you off the dribble potentially. Liz Naderhood, she's an outside threat. Hopefully. Nice
little jumper by Anna Lancer from the baseline 10-footer. Pushes the lead 9-3. Minute 24 left in the first quarter. Continue.
Yeah, and I think, if Cooper gets going, I know she's put a lot of time in the summer. We got a shooting machine in the gym, and she was in there all the time. I was in there with my sons a lot, and a lot of times they were kind of fighting for it. So nice hustle right there for the loose ball by Foose and Elizabeth Snyder right there. Good job of getting dirty on the ground.
Yeah, right. And it ended up going off of Foose. McBain retains possession as Cooper checks back in the game for the Ramblers. O'Malley, top of the key, trying to set something up. Wide open 3 ball. He says, why not? Front iron, back iron, no good. Rebound, Van Polen. Coming back the other way.
Yeah, the iron unkind right there. Let's see if the Ramblers can get a steal defensively. Maybe they can generate some offense from their defense tonight, Gary. Sometimes that's a great way to get people in the game.
Yeah, they're playing fantastic man-to-man right now. Oh, Anna Lancer drops the bomb from deep and makes it 12-3. Less than 45 seconds left in the first half. It has been all Comets from the outside and the inside for the shooting. McBain's just been cold with their shot.
Yeah, the Ramblers, they got to have someone step up and hit an outside shot.
Oh, Cooper, she went halfway down on that 3-pointer and then it bounces out. Van Polen, she must have like her 57th rebound so far.
Yeah, she is a workhorse in there, man. She's long, she's athletic. I'm very impressed with her.
Allie Sigafus setting up for the last shot for the Comets. 12-3, 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Gives it to Van Polen. Van Polen, nice little stop move right there. Misses the shot. Rebound by Naderhood. Naderhood tries to gather the ball. Passes over to Claudia. Claudia with the 3 ball. Banks it in, but it's after the buzzer.
Just a split second too late on that 3, and boy, that was from the cheap seats too.
So at the end of the first quarter, it's 12-3. Comets are up. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Good Friday night. It is the celebration of McBain basketball as the McBain Ramblers take the long trek over to Northern Michigan Christian as we have a hometown rivalry going on. Start of the second quarter, the Ramblers are down 12-3. It's been Comets all day, all over. Van Polen with their fantastic shot. Van Polen with the great rebounding. And just knocking down the outside shots.
Yeah, the Comets have been red hot from outside, and that zone is so tight, we are just having a hard time getting any clean looks.
Well, the problem with that zone is how much length is there in that.
Yeah.
O'Malley goes to the free throw line extended, drops down a bucket, making the score 5-12. O'Malley has all McBain points so far, 7:39 in the second quarter. O'Malley with the quick hands right now. Oh, Crick forces it right down the line. Then took a step back, over and back. O'Malley caused a turnover.
Yeah, hopefully Claudia can get going. I mean, a lot of times with a shooter, you just got to see the ball go through the hoop. And sometimes that's just going to be a catalyst to get you going. Little explanation to NMC coach there as to the over and back violation, the backcourt violation. Ball goes to the Ramblers. Hopefully they can capitalize and get a little run going here.
Yeah, Jason Towers just wanted a little explanation. Plus, he's giving his team a little rest since he hasn't subbed yet this game. Neverett goes amongst the trees to get a rebound, fighting hard against Foose and Van Polen. And finally, trying to wrestle away, she gets fouled. And that'll be the second foul for the Comets, and that should be on Foose. It looks like they're giving it to Van Polen. Ball down low to Van Houten. Van Houten trying to post it up, but she's just got too many tall arms in there. She gets tied up by Foose. Jump ball.
Yeah, that was a good double team right there in the post right there. And Brianna just had nowhere to go. She got caught down in the baseline of the basket.
One of the problems is that NMC stays straight up with their arms, and they are so tall already. Backcourt cut by Lancer, wide open layup. It's good, making the score 14-5. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Never trying to attack the basket right there. They're going to be calling the body on Van Polen.
Looks like they called it on the ground. That'll be out of bounds underneath McBain ball.
Neverett was just about out of control before she made contact right there, so I think she got, if it was another step, it would have been a charge.
Yep, definitely a bailout there, no doubt about that.
All right, O'Malley's got the ball, setting up the offense. 6:51 left in the second quarter. The Comets have been red hot, up 14-5 on the Ramblers. Cooper Agama for three-point long, no good. Neverett with her rebound again, gives it out to Kaya Grundy. Kaya Grundy misses it, battle down low, finally collected by Crick. Crick runs it to Neverett and then goes to the ground. They're going to call the foul on Neverett.
Yep, good hustle there by the Ramblers. We got a couple offensive rebounds right there, one by Kaya Grundy, one almost by Brianna Van Houten right there. And I tell you what, we got to get as many second shot opportunities tonight as we can.
6:33 left in the second quarter, 14-5. Red Hat Comets will have the ball again. Foose try to get it past Van Houten. Van Houten, quick hands, knocks it loose. Swinging it along, good defense by the Ramblers. Crick trying to drive on O'Malley. Silly kid, drive on O'Malley. They finally get down low to Foose. Foose, blind pass to Van Polen, but they're going to call the 3-second violation on that. That was a sweet blind pass, though.
That was a very nice look. I couldn't believe she even saw her. I think she just knew where she was kind of instinctively, didn't even see her.
That's right. If that bucket went down, that would have been the great nominee for the Judy K. Gildy picture-perfect play of the game.
I would definitely agree with that.
All right. McBain trying to get back in business right down by 9. See if they could take the lid off the basket here. Force it down low to Bree Van Houten. She was the hero last time these two teams play, and it looks like NMC is going to make sure she does not get loose in this game. 5:42 left. Kaya Grundy from the corner, 3 ball, good. Makes the score 8-14. Oh, they're calling it a 2.
Steal by Claudia.
Claudia gets it up ahead to Kaya. Kaya saves it in the corner. Gets over to Neverett. Batted out of bounds by Foose.
Great hustle by both teams right there. As I mentioned, we got to get some easy buckets with our defense. Our defense needs to create some offense. O'Malley for 3.
And they leave her wide open, and you can't do that with Claudia.
No.
10-14, the Ramblers are on a 7-point run. Neverett just picks the pocket there. He's going to try and get ahead, but he's got Van Polen behind her. Loses her balance. Collected by Grundy, and she gets ran over by Crick. They're going to be calling the foul on Crick on the ground.
That'll be the 4th team foul here for NMC tonight. Again, I said it before, both teams getting after it, diving on the floor for loose balls, really wanting it, really going hard.
Now, you know, one of the things that we saw as a difference in the last game is they played very even with each other, but fatigue was a big factor in that. Van Houten and fatigue were the 2 things. NMC has yet to sub, and there's 4:50 left in the second quarter.
Yeah, with a short bench like that, that's going to nip you come fourth quarter time when your legs are starting to feel like jelly. Hopefully the Ramblers can take advantage of that and stay within striking distance and exploit that again.
Anna Lancer with the long arm. She gets the steal there. Turnover. Comets ball. Looks like the Skierbeck sisters are getting ready to get into the game. High-low game, trying to get it over to Sigafus. Madeline Bentham over the corner. Makes another one. I think that's 14 from that spot this week. 16-10. Comets. Van Houten drives it, and then a frustration foul right afterwards.
And that was a good, strong take to the basket by Brianna right there. She just got at a bad angle to the hoop. Yeah, and then came down and swung. Looks like Lancer, I believe, shooting 2, or is it Foose? Foose is shooting 2 at the line.
Actually, she's shooting 1 and 1.
Excuse me, 1 and 1. I'm sorry.
McBain is now in the bonus after that foul. And that will be the 3rd on Van Houten.
Yeah, that is a significant foul right there. Brianna's one of our best inside threats.
Well, we got the first sub of the game for Northern Michigan Christian as Vanna Polen comes in for Van Polen. First offering's good. Makes the score 17-10. 4:12 left in the first half.
Yeah, NMC has been absolutely red hot from the outside. Moving the ball well, too.
Who's taking a little bit of time? Too much time. She back irons it. Rebound Skierbeck of the Ashley variety. Ramblers ball.
Great block out on that free throw by Ashley. I remember her when she played for me. She always boxed out very well.
Ball in the corner. Skip past to Cooper. Cooper down low to Neverett. Now they're driving amongst the trees. Crazy shot. No good. Rebound by Vanna Polen. She's in the book.
And that's what the Ramblers need to do. They went outside, and then inside, and then back outside. And again, the shot just not falling for the McBain girls.
Vanna Polen gives it to Bentham. Bentham with the quick pass to Foose. Foose with a wide open lane. It looked like Moses parted the Red Sea as she went to the basket, making it 19-10 Comets.
That was a very aggressive take by Allie.
And I think that's going to be a nominee for the Judy K. Gildy Pitcher Perfect Play of the Game with 2 sweet passes to give the easy layup.
To this point, I dare say that's going to be your nominee.
All right. O'Malley with the ball at the top of the key. Gives it over to Emma. Emma, when she heats up, she is dangerous. Instant offense makes the score 13-19. Ramblers are down.
Probably one of the best pure shooters we have on the team is Emma Skierbeck. Remember watching her when she was in elementary. She could shoot the ball well, even as an elementary student. Great shot by Emma. Hopefully we can build on that this possession. Turnover, NMC, McBain ball.
Alyssa Bocek's in the game for the Ramblers. And she's going to give Leah Neverett a little bit of chance to catch her breath. 3:03 left in this first half. Comets 19-13. First quarter was all Comets as McBain only had 3 points. Now they put together 10 points in this one compared to NMC's 7.
Traveling violation on Ashley right there. Great ball movement. Just got caught in her hands and took an extra step. Out of bounds, NMC ball.
Yeah, that's like the opponent had a hand on the ball and tagged it to her hip, and then she just couldn't regain possession of it.
Yeah, just a tough spot to be in.
Crick trying to get past O'Malley. Like a silly girl. Gives the ball up. Foos with the back door. Great rotation by Cooper. Agama gets the steal.
Nice job of seeing ball and girl. Cooper with the help side defense. Great steal. Oh, a travel again.
Same deal there. There was a skip pass to Emma Skierbeck, and she went to catch it, tapped, and she ended up catching it on her shoulder, and she was already moving forward to catch it with her hands, so the redirection caused the problem.
Ball bobbled again on the floor. Bodies flying. Looks like went off Ashley Skierbeck. NMC ball under their own basket.
2:18 left in the first half. 19-13. Comets are up. Oh, they had a great backdoor pass there. The Van Polen just missed it.
Yeah, Van Polen had her girls sealed. The pass was just a little bit too far in front of her.
So 2:14 left in the half. It's 19-13 Comets. McBain has gotten a little bit hotter in the second half as they outscored the Comets so far 10-7. But with only 3 points in the first quarter, they got a lot of room to make up.
Yeah, lots of turnovers by both teams early, the last 3 or 4 possessions.
Skierbeck wide open, long three ball, good. 16-19. First quarter all Comets. Second quarter it's been the Ramblers so far, and a lot of them a Skierbeck. Download the Foos. Great rotation by O'Malley. Had to kick out to Crick. Crick missed the rebound, but Van Polen gets the rebound there. Finally knocked out of bounds by Merv, but they're calling it off of Bode. I think the refs may tuck this one over.
Yep, they are having a quick conference here. Again, when that ball is being batted around so much, sometimes the angle the down ref gets isn't quite as good as the two tops, so they overrule it, and it's a McBain Rambler ball.
All right, minute 30 left. McBain closed the gap after a really poor showing in the first quarter for the shooting, has come alive with their offense in the second one. O'Malley from 12 feet out, no good. Rebound by Emma Skierbeck. Emma Skierbeck backboard, no good. Van Polen finally clails it for the Comets.
Boy, Emma has provided a great spark off the bench for the Ramblers tonight.
Got a timeout by the Northern Michigan Christian Comets. I want to let you know you're listening to McBain Sports here on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Boonstra Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Darryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Darryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.
And we're back in McBain for a special celebration. McBain basketball. We are going to have a boys-girls varsity doubleheader. We are 1 minute left in the first half of the girls varsity game. The Comets are up 19-16. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Dan Verberkmos, Jay Simon, and Zach Wiggins back at the station. As the defense gets a turnover for the Ramblers, and they're going to try and push it and try and cut the lead down even more. Emma Skierbeck, long three ball. Bench jumps, no good. Boost with the rebound. Bo doing a great job battling on that one, especially when she was sealed off.
Nice job. Yeah, that was a little bit of a heat check right there for Emma. But again, you hit 2 in a row. You got confidence. She's got to shoot that ball when she's open and set.
Cooper with the steal on one end, takes it down, and stolen from her by Foos with the great athletic play coming all the way to the corner and recovering it.
Yeah, that was a good call by the official. Reach in by Alyssa Bode. Again, if she's got inside position, that NMC girl, you cannot reach behind her. You got to stand your ground. Very good call by the official right there. 1-1 for NMC at the line. 1-1.
So when you have it 1-1, you put your tallest girl down the bottom of the block. That's Claudia O'Malley. Van Polen's first offering, no good. Rebound by Emma Skierbeck. 19 seconds left. 19-16. McBain's going to try to carve a little bit more into this lead. Skierbeck wide open, three ball. Front iron, no good, but she's got to keep jacking that, doesn't she?
She does. She's just got to keep on shooting. You know, shooters, what do? They shoot, and they got to have the shortest memory in the gym.
Yeah, I have no clue what shooters do. I could just do a deadly pick.
As I recall,
I was the king of the blindside pick.
you were. I was the recipient of many of those in morning basketball. Half-court shot. Oh, just short by O'Malley. She was actually on her side of half-court. Almost drained it.
Well, at the end of the first half, the Comets are up 19-16. We're going to have a great finish to this game. Let's see if the short bench and the fatigue takes effect on them. You are listening to McBain Ramblers Sports, or excuse me, all McBain Sports here on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Hi, Tracy from Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto in Cadillac, your locally owned dealerships. 2019 is here, and so are some great opportunities. Lease a new 2019 GMC Terrain all-wheel drive for $249 per month. That's right, just $249 per month. Show Mother Nature who's boss while pulling down over 30 miles per gallon. Or how about the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for just $399 per month. Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto, growing together to serve you better.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
Michigan's new sustainable energy source is all around us. It's wind energy, and Heritage Sustainable Energy is harnessing that power right here in our backyard. Wind energy is clean and strong and reduces our reliance on traditional resources that have become economically and environmentally costly. Heritage Sustainable Energy thanks the community for its continued support for the Stony Corners Wind Farm. Heritage Sustainable Energy, bringing new energy to Michigan and proud to support local high school sports.
And good Friday night. Last game of the season for the McBain and Northern Michigan Christian Comets boys. We have a celebration of McBain basketball tonight as we have the McBain Ramblers and Northern Michigan Christian in a varsity doubleheader. We got the girls going on right now. It's halftime. All NMC the first quarter as they were up, and Jay's got to remind me, I believe NMC was up 12-3 at the end of the first quarter. But then the second quarter, McBain found the shooting stroke, and they were able to turn it around to make it a 16-19 game. McBain outscoring NMC in the second quarter by 6 points. And now they're within one Emma Skierbeck bomb of tying this game up.
I will say, 19 points for the Comets, though, Hawkeye. They only put up 21 in the entire game in the first outing between these two teams. So the offense much smoother. They seem to be handling McBain's defensive pressure better, although certainly McBain had a solid run there in the second quarter where they got a number of steals and some breakaways, and that's what kind of sparked the comeback. But NMC weathered it, took their time. They seem to be showing a lot of patience on offense. They're not trying to rush stuff. They're trying to take advantage of their size between Ali Sigafus and Carrie Van Polen. And McBain's made some adjustments. I think we're in for a great second half.
Yeah, this is going to be quite exciting. It's really going to be interesting to see what the short bench will do to NMC as we get later. But, hey, I wanted to let you know, you are listening to the McBain Hardware Halftime Show. See Ron or Tyler for all your hardware needs and all your Milwaukee needs.
Is that why you're wearing a Brewers jersey today?
As the my brother-in-law will tell you, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, then you probably don't need it. No, you know why I'm wearing the Brewers jersey, don't you?
Oh, yeah. It's a McBain graduate who's their chef, head chef. Yeah, that's right.
The CEO, or the ECO, executive chef in operations. But anyways, yeah, I was looking in my closet, and I was like, well, I got a lot of green and gold, and I have a lot of maroon. I gotta have to go down the middle for this game because we're gonna be loving on both teams.
Gotta find something neutral. That's right.
So that's what I came up with.
We are the home of McBain and NMC Sports, and this is both right here.
Yeah, 107.9. Hey, I don't know if you've seen it, but they have a brand new scoreboard here at the scores table. I mean,
you put a little post over on our Facebook page, didn't you?
Yeah, it showed the scrolling of the CDY on the marquee. They've been advertising it all week long.
Nice.
It is fantastic work. Hey, we also got alumni night going on here. You are going to have parents night, and it sounds like the community is going to rally around and honor both teams' senior parents.
Yeah.
And seniors.
Very cool.
We have a donation of food over for Zach Pluger. They got these great shirts, and you'll see a lot of the NMC faithful and a lot of McBain faithful, but the NMC teams actually is using the Zach Pluger shirts as their warm-ups. And believe it or not, I got to tell you a little story.
Before you tell the story real quick, do you know the young lady who is rummaging through the bottom box? She just made one of 2 3-point attempts. She's got pink hair there. She looks like she's in about 4th grade. Do you recognize her or no?
Yes.
Okay. She just buried a left-handed 3 from the top of the key. I just thinking it's somebody to keep note of down the road.
You mean the Van Polen?
Is it a Van Polen?
It's a Van Polen. There's Carrie Van Polen. Tana Vanapolen. This one is actually Michaela without a Y. So Makala Van Polen is what we call her because that's the way her name's spelled. But that was Makala Van Polen that just knocked down the left-handed 3-pointer.
Well,
and she is in 4th grade, and she is the second leading scorer on the 4th grade boys travel team for NMC.
Okay, so number one, I am proud of myself because I identified her as somebody with basketball genetics, and she just proved that out by you telling me who she is. Second of all, the fact that I ID'd somebody under 30 and guessed their age is really, really impressive.
That is extremely impressive, so congratulations.
Thank you.
On that thing. So, my little story.
Yes, please.
Before the game, had a little talk. Jason Towers, the owner of Primo's and the varsity coach, he brought over 2 spreads here for us. And I was like, oh, he's doing that to, give a little greasing of the radio and want to show a little more love. And I said, no, we're going to have to take some cash. So I gave him some cash for the meals. He said, thank you very much, turned around and donated all that cash to the Zach Pluger Medical Fund.
Oh, it's fantastic.
And then he went and told me he donated an extra 4.5 racks of ribs for during the bake sale. So you can get cookies, you can get candy, you can get popcorn, and you can get ribs. I mean, seriously, that's ribs.
That is a bake sale right there.
That is.
You don't see that too often.
It's not one of those Colorado bake sales. These are like stuff that you're going to enjoy.
Yes. That was a sly reference right there. Hey, I got some stats.
How about some stats?
Want to hear?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, leading the way for the Comets, Ali Sigafus with, Anna Lancer with 7 points, pacing the Comets, and that was in a burst here in the first quarter and early second. She's got 1 3, the only 3 for the Comets. Ali Sigafus has 6 points, Carrie Van Polen 4, as well as going 2 for 3 from the line. I did not mark her miss there in the second quarter. And then Maddie Bentham with a bucket to round out the scoring for the Comets. They are 4 of 6 from the line. Meanwhile, McBain has yet to make a trip to the free throw line. They were paced by Claudia O'Malley. She's got 8 points, including a pair of triples. Emma Skierbeck, the freshman, with a pair of triples in that second quarter as the Ramblers came storming back to close the gap. She's got 6. And then Kaya Grundy, whose father I walked into the building with today as I was frantically getting in to get this stuff set up so that we could get on the air at 6 o'clock. I didn't even have to say that. Nobody knew that, but I went ahead and confessed it. That's me. She's got a bucket that rounds out the scoring for McBain, who, as I mentioned, not a single trip to the free throw line yet tonight.
So, with the minute left at halftime, The Comets are up 19-16. The second half is going to be a thriller, and you want to listen to that because you're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years, and don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live, trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
Friday night, a celebration of McBain basketball as the Ramblers have traveled all the way just about 2 lengths of the football field.
I think that's what the slow start was from, really.
That's right. The fatigue.
The fatigue from travel clearly wore him out.
So, McBain getting ready for the second half. They'll start with the ball. They are down 16-19. The Comets have been playing fantastic defense. Their girls have been very disciplined using their length. And with the length that the Comets have and this zone, it's really hard to penetrate. McBain comes out with the spread offense, it looks like. Trying to work it around. Mishandle the ball. Will go off the baseline. Turnover, Comets ball. And McBain's going to come out with the press. Kind of a half-hearted press at this point, it looks like. But O'Malley's got Crick in the back court. Crick finally breaks the timeline.
I think the Rambler press oftentimes is called Claudio O'Malley.
All right, ball sits up on the top. Over to Anna Lancer. Backdoor cut. Stolen by Cooper. It's going to be off Cooper, out of bounds. Close to a beautiful play on that one.
The Comets had gotten away with a lot of backdoor cuts, but the Ramblers started to pick up on that in the second quarter and take them away. Be interesting to see if they'll still be able to look for that stuff. There's another one.
Stolen by Leah Nevert. Nevert hits the ground to make sure she covers up the ball. Gives up to O'Malley. McBain sets up their offense.
Coach Pat Maloney couldn't coach that any better.
No, he couldn't. 7:16 left in the third quarter. 19-16, same score as it was at halftime. Ramblers are down. Claudio O'Malley kicks it out to Bree Van Houten. Bree Van Houten, strong baseline. Partially blocked. No good. Rebound Comets. The Foose has got the ball. She's giving up, and she says, give me it back. And she attacks the middle and gives it up to Scareback. We get the travel call.
Eventually. Allie Sigafus doesn't have a lot of confidence in her 15-foot jumper. She was wide open initially. Took a few dribbles into the teeth of the defense and then had to kick it back out. Just take that 15-footer. Knock it down.
Scareback cutting across the lane. Trying to force it. Great defense. Nothing open in the middle. Comets are just moving all over. Van Houten finally drives. Finds a little bit of space. Hits back iron. Misses off a Comet. And it'll be the Ramblers' ball. All right, McBain has the ball top of the key. 19-16, no score yet for this quarter. As there's 6:15 left in the third quarter. Neverett with a long jumper. Breaks open the score and makes it 18-19. Comets are up and they're now pushing the action. Backdoor to Scareback. She tries, or not Scareback, Crick. Tries to get past Neverett. Neverett, you know, it doesn't look graceful, but she's always got her hands on the ball.
Sure does.
Merv trying to find an open person, ends up giving it away to Ashley Scareback. Bainers are in action, or the Bainers. McBain Public is in business. Ball knocked out of bounds by Crick. They'll set up their offense. 19-18, 5:56 left in the third quarter. McBain has got the only bucket in the second half, and they will cover this lead down to 1 when they were down as many as 9.
Kind of expected this to start the third quarter. Hawkeye, we didn't talk too much at halftime about kind of how that first half went, but I expected with both teams well rested for the defenses to be ramped back up and for this early third quarter to be slow going. What's going to be interesting to see is two things. When this adrenaline wears off for the Ramblers, can NMC continue to run their offenses effectively as they did in that first half? And number two, the Comets with that notoriously short bench, will they be able to hang on as this gets into the final quarter?
Van Polen trying to go up for the layup, gets hammered on that. They're going to call it on the ground since her back was to the basket. That will be a foul on Neverett.
They've obviously never seen her no-look reverse layup from the left block.
So Van Houten has 3 fouls. Neverett has 3 fouls. Pass out to Murr, blocked by Neverett. Rebound on that one by Foos. Foos with the putback, making the score 21-18. Comets are up by 3. 5:35 left in the third quarter. McBain, Neverett driving, trying to do the kick out. Swings it over to Cooper Agama. Cooper thinks better of it, says restart the offense. Van Houten up top, tries to get through, but Van Polen says not on my watch, and she denies the pass. Van Polen brings the ball over the timeline, sets it up, 5:05 left, 21-18. It's been the Comets in the lead all game. Van Polen gets blocked by Van Houten. Now there's a battle underneath the basket. Calling the jump ball. You think the boys are going to play with this much passion?
Nope.
The girls are playing feisty and passionate. They are both offering everything they can to get this win.
Well, these teams are very familiar with each other, I would assume. Can't grow up in the same community, not know most of these kids, right?
Go to the same churches, be related to each other. Cooper Agama drives the baseline, gets tied up by Sigafus. They're calling it a foul. You know, sometimes I wonder if they couldn't call every jump ball a foul on one person or the other.
Yeah, I was just going to say the same thing. It's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's a nature. No, it's a good point. It's the nature of. Be careful how I say this. The girls just tend to play the game at more ground level, whereas the boys tend to play it a little faster and a little bit in the air, if you will. And so what happens with girls' games is there's an awful lot of reaching in, going after the ball. And they have quick hands, and a lot of times it's effective, but almost every shot, almost every how is that?
Off of O'Malley.
That's the same official who tried to give the ball to NMC earlier and was overruled by both of his partners. I think he felt like, I didn't call a foul, so I'm going to call this off O'Malley's foot. That was clearly off Crick's foot.
Whoa! Murr bringing the rain with the long jumper, knocks it down. That one scraped the ceiling here in NMC, but it's good. It makes the score 23-18. 4:05 left in the third quarter.
Short ceiling here in NMC. Nearly did hit it.
I thought that was partially blocked the way that went up so high. But that's her spot, isn't it?
Sure is. She proved it last night against Beale City.
Or 2 nights ago.
Sorry.
Neverett misses a jumper. Scrap taken out of the dog pile was Cooper Agama. We ended up with a jump ball. Instant offenses into the game. We're going to call Emma Skierbeck's new name is Ramen. An instant meal, an instant offense.
Now this will be very, very interesting. If NMC continues to play that zone defense, if the wings on the zone defense will get out on Emma Skierbeck as we get a steal.
Claudia O'Malley brings the ball over at court. Great hands on the steal, crossing up Crick. Has to set up the offense again. Bowes wants the ball. She says, no one's near me. Skierbeck says, please pass it to her, and she takes it from her. Emma for a nice little jumper just inside the three-point line makes the score 23-20. Comets are up. 3:15 left in the third quarter.
That's what a jump shooter like Emma Skierbeck wants to see, is in perfect position, facing the basket. Beautiful bounce pass across as her defender left her. In rhythm, one little hop, let it fly, and it was pure. Emma Skierbeck is going to be a heck of a baller.
She is a baller. Hey, I just want to let you know that if you're leaving the listening area and you want to still catch all the action, because we still got lots of action here in the second half of this girls game, and we will have the boys game afterwards, kind of like the dessert after this main meal. You're going to want to listen online. All you have to do is go to www.1079cdy.com. Click on the game logo button in the right-hand corner and listen to on YouTube. The stream is brought to you by McLean Transmission. For anything transmission related and for quality used cars, call 231-779-1394. That's McLean Transmission on LaShant's Room. The best and one of the most honest men that you will ever deal with in the business. Lake City graduate, married a McBain girl, confused kids, but a great supporter of kids' participation. NFC gets the ball in, and the defense of McBain causes an over and back and a turnover. 23-20, 3:09 left in the third quarter.
Just get the vibe, Hawkeye, from this game after NMC's hot start and the way McBain's been able to turn the tide and get back in range, that it's just a Rambler tsunami sort of waiting to happen in the distance, if you will.
Emma Skierbeck off the one-leg little floater, no good. Ran down by Crick, and Crick wants to force the action going the other way.
And the question is, has NMC battened down the hatchets well enough to survive it?
Quick hands by O'Malley. She's just waiting for that ball to bounce at the right spot and knocks it out of bounds. That's how she got the pick earlier. Comets ball on the sideline. Crick gets the ball, trying to set something up, get past the Skierbeck pick. Lancer down low, batted away by Grundy. Now we got a scrum on the ground. They're going to call Bold for the foul.
I'll tell you right now, I'm constantly terrified as I watch girls go for the ball, diving on the ground right around the knees of other girls.
It doesn't matter what gender you are. I'm scared of anything other than
No,
knees.
absolutely. It's slightly more frequent, and it's just, it's scary.
Well, Carrie Van Polen drives the baseline right there and decides to two-hand pass it to the cutting Lancer. There's a McBain Rambler in the way, and she figured either I'm going to get it to Lancer or I'm going to throw as hard as I can out the McBain face. Great pass, down pass to Sigafus. No good defense. Rebound. Merb kick out to Sigafus. Comets restart the offense. 2:10 left in the third quarter. Van Polen makes another bucket, making the score 25-20.
That was a beautiful little give and go after Sigafus got the rebound. She kicked it out to Van Polen. Van Polen took one dribble and was looking, gave it to Sigafus, and then immediately took off down the left side of the lane for the little give and go.
Emma Skierbeck calling for the ball. It seems like that's where NMC wants the ball thrown in there because they close on that position so quickly, and McBain thinks they're wide open. But the trap is set that way. Once again, jump ball. Claudia O'Malley is able to tie up Sigafus, gets a turnover.
I am very happy to see these officials whistling those jump balls quickly before anybody starts tearing a shoulder out of a socket. These girls are not going to let go of that ball until that blue whistle is blown.
That's good heart.
Yep. They're just fierce competitors on both sides. I don't blame them at all.
So McBain trying to free up Skierbeck. Throwing the ball around. There's the skip pass to her. Jump stop. Down low to Bode. Bode going against Foose. Bumble. Gives it out to Claudia O'Malley. Three ball, no good. Rebound, Kaya Grundy. Kaya Grundy left-handed, no good. Rebound on this one by Merb. Merb stumbles, but she able to keep possession.
It's a good defensive possession from the Comets. Got a break on a couple of point-blank misses by the Ramblers, but big defensive stop.
Less than a minute left in the third quarter. The Comets are up 25-20, and they're happy to milk it. Here comes Sigafus driving against the basket. They're going to be calling the foul on Bode before she gets there. Is that going to be 3 on Bode? That is her third. Van Houten, Neverett, and Bode all have 3 fouls. Great defense by McBain. As Van Polen tries to keep high going against Skierbeck, and they're going to get the body on Skierbeck. You know, with the physical action they have, it's pretty interesting. It's only 5 fouls so far this quarter.
It doesn't feel that way.
No.
I think the jump balls are probably double that.
30 seconds left in the third quarter as the Comets are up 25-20, trying to add to their lead before they go into the fourth stanza. Emma Skierbeck knocks the ball out of bounds. I was bringing in Bree Van Houten. She's going to give Ashley Skierbeck a little bit of a break.
McBain is playing solid defense on this possession, but the Comets, the advantage of icing a lot of clock here.
I remember, you got to double check my math, but it looks like McBain, first quarter, 3 points. Third quarter, only 4 points. That means they had 13 points in the second quarter. So every odd quarter, they go into a drought. Every even quarter, they explode.
We'll see if it holds true.
We'll see if it holds true. As there's a turnover again, giving the ball up to the Comets. 9.7 seconds left in the third quarter. McBain is down 25-20. Olivia Nader checks in the game for the Ramblers, giving Emma Skierbeck a little bit of a break. And they'll change a more of an attacking type of offensive player. Almost gets a steal on that one. Sigafus brings the ball over half court, drives it all the way, goes off her foot. Kick out to Crick. Crick gets the attempt at the jump ball, but they're calling the foul.
It was quite the save, but I think, again, is that O'Malley? I think she got caught up as Sigafus went to the ground diving for that ball. I think O'Malley, again, might have been the victim of a stray something. Not sure what she got hit by.
0.3 seconds left. NMC's going to have to
This has to be a tip dunk. This has to be a tip dunk. There is no other way to get this shot off. 0.3 of a second is not enough for an actual jump ball. This has to be a tipped ball.
But more likely it's going to happen as a foul. And Comets get it in, and the clock runs out. So at the end of 3, the Comets are up 25-20. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Good Friday night. We're at the first half of a doubleheader, a twin bill, as Ernie Banks used to say.
Let's play 2.
Let's play 2. And we'll be broadcasting 2 games here as the varsity doubleheader, girls and the guys. Girls are in the fourth quarter right now. NFC Comets up 25-20. McBain has gone cold in each of the odd quarters. It is now an even quarter. Last even quarter they had 13 points. See if they could turn it around, or will the Comets in their fantastic length and defense keep McBain from being able to get the offense going. NMC inbounds the ball. Crick drives the basket pass, Skierbeck, back iron, no good. Rebound by Foose, batted out of the way by Van Houten. Van Houten's going to be called for a 4th foul. Next one followed by the Ramblers will make it a 1-on-1 situation. Sigafus extends the lead 26-20. She goes 50% from the line, but the rebound by Van Polen, save is intercepted by Kaya Grundy. Gives up to the Ramblers. Olivia Nader loses a little control, and then she drives, blocked by the Foose. Comets gather the ball. They're going to be going the other way, giving it up to Anna Lancer. NMC trying to swing around the defense, or the ball to try and get into this defense. As McBain still playing man-to-man. Anna Lancer goes back up by Kaya Grundy. Rebound on that one by Sigafus. The Comets have just owned the boards. That's why they have the 26-20 lead with 7 minutes left in the second half. Great pick way outside and gives a big alley for Crick. She goes to the basket, gets fouled on the way there. She'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, I like the way Allie Crick kind of put her head down, Hawkeye. She knew she was going to get hammered, but she went at the rim, forcing the Ramblers to foul her.
That's the first foul against Olivia Naderhood. Crick with a quick little shot there.
Crick has yet to get into the scorebook, Hawkeye. It's basically been a 4-person game for each team in terms of scoring.
Second offering, hits the back iron and checks up. If I could chip like that, I could be in the PGA.
I'm telling you, man, that thing had all kinds of rotation, hit the back iron, and just died and fell into the basket. That was impressive.
Olivia Naderhood drives the baseline, attacks Sigafus, misses it, gets her own rebound, misses that. Finally collected by Lancer. Comets are in action. 6:40 left in the fourth quarter. Comets are up 27-20, looking to extend their lead. On the corner to Merv, her favorite spot. Jump shot's a little bit short, no good. Van Houten gets the rebound, then immediately stolen by Bentham. We got a scrum.
That was a train wreck waiting to happen. My goodness, you had 2 players battling for the ball, kind of taking each other out. Ball goes loose, and then you had 4 players diving to the floor for it. The jump ball was inevitable. You're just hoping nothing happened in the scrum.
Ball goes to McBain, down by 7 with 6:24 left in the game. Trying to find some offense right now. Cooper Agma tries to throw up high. We haven't seen Claudia O'Malley back in the game since she got knocked out with something in her eye. I think a contact or an elbow.
She's not actually on the bench either, Hawkeye.
Yeah, she's right down in front of us next to her dad. Just look for the bald guy.
I apologize. There she is. Yeah. She was hiding between 2 non-players. Let's see her.
Olivia Naderhood with her high jumper from 3-point line. No good. Kaya Grundy skies for the rebound. And then she's going to bring it back out, give it to Cooper to reset the offense.
This has been impressive for NMC, Hawkeye. Tana Van Polen is the only substitute they've used. She was only on the floor briefly. These 5 Comets have basically played every minute of this game.
And that's a lot of minutes with only 5:46 left in the game as the Comets are up 27-20. Liz goes to attack the baseline, and she goes up for the shot. She'll get fouled up high. Schneider would be shooting 2.
Nice aggressive move from Liz Schneider there, Hawkeye, because again, NMC's doing a nice job with this zone defense of just cutting off things. They're giving them baseline passes, but by virtue of bringing it out that far as well, that opens up baseline drives, and Schneider took advantage and goes to the line.
With the very first free throw for the Ramblers.
First free throw of the night, and she cans it.
O'Malley comes back into the game. She still has a hitch in her get-up. Schneider cuts the lead, 27-25, 5:42 left in the fourth quarter.
27-22.
27-22, thank you. That's why he's the best color guy, the dude, on that one. McBain forces the turnover. Cooper's starting to run the offense. Boost comes from behind. No one's yelling whoop, and so it gets picked. We got a scrum that's going to end up being a foul against McBain, and Crick is rolling on the ground. She had to miss a couple weeks early in the season with a concussion. I don't think this hit was that serious.
Well, that's one of those situations, Hawkeye, when you're the player who gets your pocket picked and you're frustrated because it got picked from behind. Nobody told you, like you said, that they were coming. You lose the handle on the ball. Your immediate reaction is to go after it hard. Cooper Agama went after that ball hard, but 2 teammates went with her, and Allie Crick was the one in the way, unfortunately. I couldn't really see what was going on that far side, but she definitely took some shots as the Ramblers were going after that ball.
And because of the stoppage, she's going to have to come out. And that'll bring in only the second sub for the Comets is Amelia DeRuyter checks in the game for NMCS.
DeRuyter, by the way, amping up the shoot game for us.
Oh,
appreciate that.
Hey, we want to thank the sponsors make these games happen for both McBain sports at both McBain teams and schools. We want to give a special thank you to High Point Cadillac GMC, McNally's Party Store, McBain and Lake City Family Pharmacy, the Falmouth Co-op, McLean's Transmission, McBain Hardware, and Northern Michigan Christian School. And because of that foul, it will be a 1-1.
Yeah, and DeRuyter will shoot the free throws since she replaced Crick, although I think they can allow anybody to shoot it. But DeRuyter will shoot the free throws.
Hey, what about coming off cold from the bench and get the stroke to go? 27-22.
Big free throws here. Look at that. Madeline DeRuyter coming off the bench.
Amelia.
What is it?
Amelia.
Why does it say Madeline here?
I don't know why it says Madeline there.
What does it say here? It says Amelia over here. Where did I get Madeline from?
And Amelia off the bench, knocks down 2. Mom is jumping in the crowd.
My apologies, Amelia. Nice shooting.
5:20 left in the game. The Comets have a 7-point lead, and McBain's going to have to see if they can figure out something in the last couple minutes. Eliminator Hood on the floor. We got Claudia O'Malley, Ashley Skierbeck, Cooper Agama, and Leah Nevereth. Naderhood tracks the basket right there. Sigafu stands straight up. She has to go out of it, but then knocks it out of bounds. For your comments on the court, Amelia DeRuyter, Anna Lancer, Carrie Van Polen, the Foos, Sigafoos, and Merb, Madeline Bentham. Inbound pass to Nevereth. Got Cooper wide open for the 3-ball. Backboard, no good. And our McBain goes a full court press. Agama knocks the ball out of the hands of Merb, causing it to go and allow NMC to set up. 4:42 left in the game. Ball stolen by Agama. Agama tries to get forward, loses traction. You know, this is a rubber floor. Sometimes that does happen.
It does. Yep. Spent a lot of time on it.
Attacking it and finally gets it stolen by Van Polen.
The NMC crowd. Yeah, the NMC crowd actually yelling that for Van Polen. Now the intensity is only going to wrap up here, Hawkeye, with just 4:18 remaining.
I tell you what, you bring that ball down low below your knees. Agama's going after that ball like a dog on a bone.
DeRuyter sits down. That was a very key minute or so that she spent on the floor for the Comets.
Especially with the 2 free throws.
Yeah, absolutely. That is not to be overlooked. Come off cold off the bench like that.
That was a gutsy performance. Took a lot of heart to do that. 4:10 left in the game. 29-22. Comets are up. They're going to call the double dribble on that one. Claudia wanted to pass it, changed her mind, accidentally put both hands on the ball at the same time.
Yep. I thought I saw that, but I wasn't positive, but Jerome confirmed it. That's why I'd never make a very good official, because I can't tell.
And McBain calls a timeout with 4:04 left. Comets are up 29-22. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
And we're in McBain. It is Friday night, a night to just relax and watch some great basketball. This is Gary Hawkeye Band, joined by Jay Simon. And we are going to have a varsity doubleheader as the Northern Michigan Christian Comets host the McBain Ramblers. We got 4:04 left in the girls' game as the Comets are up 29-22.
They just got Cooper Agama, Hawkeye, on a foul on the inbound. Before the ball was inbounded, they got her for holding on Anna Lancer.
Anna Lancer misses the first one, but Van Polen's there for the rebound. knocked out of her hands off her knee and goes out of bounds. McBain's ball. Bree Van Houten checks back in the game for Ashley Skierbeck. Doesn't he have to sit down on that warning?
I thought that was true. In case anybody didn't hear that, bench warning for Coach Drew Bronkema of the Ramblers. I thought a bench warning meant you had to sit, but maybe that's volleyball. I know if I got a yellow card, I had to sit. And I had to do that once. Wasn't in this gym, though.
Well, we're back on the other end. Defensive intensity has amped up with 3:39 left. Ramblers trying to get some possessions and knock down some shots to try and close this gap. They're down by 7, 22-29.
Not sure there's enough bags of ice in this gym for these two teams when this game's over with.
And if you're just keeping score by quarter, the score would be 2-4.
Yeah, other than the fairly active second quarter and the good start by the Comets, it's been a very similar game to last time. Just two very good defensive teams struggling to find offense.
Leah Nevers right down below, gets the bucket, ties the game for the quarter, but the McBain is down 24-29 with 3 minutes and 17 seconds left.
That's where Leah Nevers makes her hay, Hawkeye, but she just has not been able to get it going down there because the NMC Comets defense has just been too good.
Well, Sigafus tried to drill the ball somewhere near Claudia O'Malley, and you just don't do that as she gets it knocked out, and then she gets a foul trying to recover it. Ball goes back over to the Ramblers, and then there's the third foul, and the team third.
A lot of time left, Hawkeye. A lot of time left. McBain, no time to panic at all right here. Just down 5 with 3 minutes to go.
29-24 is the score. Down low to Van Houten, batted away by Sigafus. Merv gets it, and there's a little bit over aggressiveness on the rebound, and that may be the night for Bree Van Houten.
That is. Ball presented itself up high after she got it taken away, and she went after it aggressively and got an awful lot of arms with the ball. So Bree Van Houten, the senior, making her final appearance on NMC's court, is going to have to sit down.
Ashley Skierbeck gets back into the game. 2:55 left. Comets are up 29-24. They've been in control this whole game. McBain is able to cut the lead to 3 at one point. And then NMC has been able to extend it since then to a 5-point lead at this point.
It's been one field goal in this quarter, Hawkeye. It's been all free throws for both teams. Merb with another big one here.
Misses both of them. Foose gets her hands on the rebound. Why is she even close to the rebound? I don't understand when you realize what they have. But she's so quick to get around the person next to her.
Yeah. I think Dan Verberkmaus said that while he was on in the first quarter. She's deceptively quick. Moves a lot faster than you think she's going to for a tall girl. And just like that, there's a tap away steal that goes out of bounds.
2:42 left in the game. Comets are up by 5, 29-24. And we have a timeout by Coach Bronkema. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Misaki Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Misaki Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
And we're back, and we have the best man in the studio. Counts me down as the clock's going down at the exact same speed. This is Gary Hawkeye Vanna, joined by Jay Simon. We'll have special guests and commentary from Danver Berkmouse throughout the night as the McBain Ramblers are down 24-29 to the Northern Michigan Christian Comets. The Comets are playing host, but not very gracious host to the Ramblers. 2:39 left in the game. Ball's over to Emma Skierbeck. Emma Skierbeck blocked by Crick on the three-point shot. She knew that was coming. I knew it was coming, but I wouldn't be able to close out and blocked it. Lancer brings ball down to Foos with the easy layup. Misses, but gets her own rebound. Kicks it out to Crick. Back iron, no good. Battle down below. Merv struggles, gets it free. Foos is wide open again. Goes for the layup. Blocked from behind by Emma. And they think they're going to call the body on Emma Skierbeck?
I don't know. I think there's discussion because there were kids on the floor very, very slow to get up, and I don't know if they were calling the whistle to ensure that they were okay. I'm not sure what that was.
Yep.
If that's the case, it'll be Comet basketball, yeah. So no call. They were making sure those kids were all right, and so it'll be NMC basketball under their own bench.
Now it's 2:10 left in the game. Comets are up 29-24. They're trying to avenge a loss earlier in the season to the Ramblers. Got an inbound pass, and Agama gets called for the hold away from the ball. That means Lancer should be shooting two.
Yeah, that's right in front of Jerome. That's a easy call for an official when you do it right where they're looking.
You know, we don't like calling out officials by names, but how can you resist
How can
Jerome?
you resist Jerome? I'm sorry, but I'm not calling him out negatively.
No.
Jerome's been doing this a long time. Everybody knows Jerome.
First offering, no good. 2:09 left. Lance trying to get the second one. Misses that one, but there's Foos for the rebound again, keeping the Comets alive. Passes to Van Polen off her hands. 2:09 left in the game. Comets are up 29-24, trying to hold on to this lead and avenge the loss earlier in the season. They were rolling on Wednesday, and they want to keep the Comet flame bright. O'Malley brings the ball over half court, gives over to Emma Skierbeck. Cooper in the corner, no good. Battle down below. Foos for another great rebound.
Now, Foos is absolutely killing it on the boards tonight. Single-handedly kept a lot of possessions alive for NMC.
Minute 40 left in the game. Comets are up by 5. Shot up, rebound by Lance. Lance with the putback, good. Makes it a 31-24 lead, 7-point lead. Emma Skierbeck, toe on the line, three ball, no good. Battle down below. Foos again with the ball. Trying to get free, finally gets the jump ball. Half Foos will travel. We got a timeout by the McBain Ramblers. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 Wcdy.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
And Zach the Man does it again. Perfectly well timed. Hey, this is Gary Hawkeye Banner. We are in the last minute 21 of the girls' game. NMC is up by 31. I'm joined by Jay the Dude Simon, the best color guy in all of Michigan. McBain trying to find some offense here, and they're going to need to find it quickly. Cooper Agama swings over to Emma Skierbeck. And the Comets defense and how much this starting five has had to play has been extremely impressive. Agama with the three ball, front iron, no good. Rebound by Lancer. Minute 5 left in the game. McBain's going to see what they can make happen. Lancer takes it over half court. They're going to play keep away right now. Keep the ball up high. Merv drives baseline, knocked out of bounds by Emma Skierbeck. 55.9 seconds left. Comets up 31-24. They're just going to try and stall it. But we have a timeout by the Ramblers. So 31-24, 55.9. We are going to keep it here and set up the end of the game. But before we do that, I'm going to thank some of the sponsors that make tonight's action happen. I want to give a big shout out to Huntington Electric, Burkholder Family Funeral Home, High Point Cadillac GMC, Judy K. Gildy Photography, Holton LP Gas, McNally's Party Store, LC Materials, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, McBain and Lake City Family Pharmacy, McBain Auto Service, Flexner Masaki Career Tech Center, the Falmouth Co-op. Feel free to stop by any of those businesses and say, hey, thanks for honoring and showing our kids off. Thanks for the community support, as this is a huge night here in Northern Michigan Christian School. .9 seconds in. McBain or NMC gets the ball in, and they get a quick foul right there, sending Van Polen to the foul line, shooting 2. Carey's going to try and extend the lead for the Comets.
I don't think I've kept quite proper track of free throws in this quarter, Hawkeye, but the Comets have been there a very long time. And between the two teams, other than Aaliyah Neverth layup on the inside and Anna Lancer's recent layup for NMC, those are the only field goals we've had in the most recent 8 minutes.
Hey, tell you what, Friday night's payday, and I want to let you know the bank is still open.
Yes,
it is. Van Polen knocks down the first free throw. This one's even higher, and it drops like a teardrop.
A couple of really, really big free throws from the senior.
NMC extends their lead to 9. Falls in the corner, Emma Skierbeck. She's going to strive and try and start the offense. One-hand floater is good, and we have a timeout by the Ramblers. It's going to be a full timeout. 42.5 seconds left. The Comets up 33-26. You're listening to the home of McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
And we are back here in Northern Michigan Christian School as we celebrate McBain basketball with the varsity doubleheader. Girls first, boys second. NMC has been in the lead from the get-go, and they still are up 33-26. We are in under a minute left in the game. The Comets are in double bonus. 42.5 seconds left. Had to wait for the timeout clock to stop. McBain in a full court press. There's the bomb right there. Stolen, and then stolen back, and then stolen a third time. Finally rolls out of bounds. McBain gets the ball. .7 seconds left. 7-point lead for the Comets. McBain has got to make something happen here. Emma Skierbeck, wide open 3 ball. Look, in and out, no good. Boost with another key rebound. Bodied by Neverth.
I'll tell you, Hawkeye, she took that away with one hand. She was boxed out partially by Neverth, reached around with her right hand, got her hand on the ball, and basically Odell Beckham Jr.'d that thing, pulled it right away from her, tucked it into her side, and forced Neverth to commit the foul. That's an impressive rebound from Allie Sigerfus.
And Allison Wren checks into the game for the Comets. 28.5 seconds left. Comets up by 7. A lot of confidence in Foose with this. Doesn't Towers. Foose knocks down the first one, showing that the confidence is well deserved. Second one long, no good. Battle for the rebound off the foot of McBain. Unforced turnover. That could be the final hammer swing on the final nail in the coffin.
Hard to blame the kids for going after the ball aggressively, but unfortunately with 2 of them, the turnover committed.
McBain gets the steal. 22 seconds left. Down by 8. Scareback all by herself. Gets over to O'Malley. Agma gets the shot. Shot's no good, but they're calling the foul down below on Sigafus. Ashley should be on the ground. With only 3 fouls called on you in this half, you can get away with a lot of that, and you don't have to worry about giving away free points and scoring without the clock running.
Yeah.
Inbound to Scareback. O'Malley in the corner, 3 ball. No good. 7 seconds left. Foose with the final rebound. Schneider steals it away. They're calling a foul with 0.1 second left.
I think that was Sigafus' 33rd rebound. That's unofficial.
Is it unofficial?
It's unofficial.
I'm pretty sure it is official. That's the first foul against Madeline Bentham. So, with 0.1 second left, pass into Scareback to end it. Northern Michigan Christian Comics, exact revenge against the McBain Ramblers. They win 34-26. Let us send it back to the station. Let's get some thoughts together and some stats. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
Boonstra Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Daryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Daryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
Michigan's new sustainable energy source is all around us. It's wind energy, and Heritage Sustainable Energy is harnessing that power right here in our backyard. Wind energy is clean and strong and reduces our reliance on traditional resources that have become economically and environmentally costly. Heritage Sustainable Energy thanks the community for its continued support for the Stony Corners Wind Farm. Heritage Sustainable Energy, bringing new energy to Michigan and proud to support local high school sports.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
Hi, Tracy from Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto in Cadillac, your locally owned dealerships. 2019 is here and so are some great opportunities. Lease a new 2019 GMC Terrain all-wheel drive for $249 per month. That's right, just $249 per month. Show Mother Nature who's boss while pulling down over 30 miles per gallon. Or how about the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for just $399 per month. Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto, growing together to serve you better.
And we're back. It is Celebrating McBain night, as this is Gary Hawkeye Vanna. Just going to be running the show just a little bit longer, and then I'm going to turn it over to the masters of some ceremonies, Jay Simon, as Northern Michigan Christian Comics are hosting the McBain Ramblers. We just saw a thriller game in the first half of this doubleheader as the Comets were victorious over the Ramblers 34-26. We're honoring the seniors here for the Northern Michigan Christians. So while they're honoring the seniors, Jay, can you honor us with some statistics?
Oh, I would love to. First of all, for the Ramblers, they were paced by Emma Skierbeck, the freshman, who came off the bench and had a game-high 10 points, a team-high 10 points for McBain. Meanwhile, Claudia O'Malley had 8, but it was all in the first half. She was shut out in the second as NMC's defense really did the job in the final 2 stanzas. Leah Neverth had 4 points. Kaya Grundy and Elizabeth Schneider with a bucket apiece to round out the scoring for the Ramblers, who went just 2 for 2 from the line. Literally made just 1 trip to the line. That was Liz Schneider. Buried both free throws, and it was the only time McBain went. Meanwhile, Northern Michigan Christian was paced by Allie Sigafus, who had 10 points and I believe 324 rebounds. Is that unofficial?
No,
close.
I had her around 328.
All right. Well, I looked down a few times.
She had every key rebound. That's the truth.
That is true. Anna Lancer had 9 for the Ramblers. Carrie Van Polen finishes with 8. Madeline Bentham with 4. Amelia DeRuyter came off the bench and hit 2 big free throws in the fourth quarter after Allie Crick had to leave the game briefly. She had 2 points, and Crick was 1 for 2 from the line for a point. To round out the scoring for McBain, who were 11 of 22 from the free throw line on the night, as they took advantage of McBain's hyper-aggressive defense and knocked down key free throws. That's a 9-point margin at the free throw line in a game that finished with an 8-point margin.
I just want to let you know that to show the community here, Northern Michigan Christian, when they honored their seniors, they also honored the seniors of McBain Public. So on the court right now, and if we had someone with the photography abilities, we would take, but they had their back to us, so it doesn't do us any good.
No, it's true.
All the seniors from both schools on the court is fantastic to see. So as he continues to speak, we're going to get ready for post-games awards. But before that, we're going to throw it back to Zach. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned family pharmacy that takes pride in helping improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain student athletes.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
And we are back. Well, unless you know, you're listening to the Northern Truck Service post-game show. Feel free to come and visit Northern Truck Service for all your diesel needs. Talk to Jen Skierbeck, and she will set you up. That is the mother of both Emma and Ashley Skierbeck, Ashley being honored on senior night. Well, let's get some awards out of the way while we have the opportunity. Senior Simon. And Simon says, I want the Maple or Highland Hills maple syrup all-heart player of the game for Northern Michigan Christian.
Which I will give to you as soon as we're done praying.
All right, as we pray, we're going to throw it back to the station. You're listening to McBain Sports on 107.9 WCDY.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years. And don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
Welcome back. It is going to be a doubleheader. The girls are done as Northern Michigan Christian Comets avenge an earlier season loss by beating the McBain Ramblers 34-26. And we got to honor those girls that made it happen. So we're going to throw some questions to Mr. Simon. Jay, I need the Highland Hills Maple Syrup All-Heart Player of the Game for the Northern Michigan Christian Comets.
Well, for the Comets, first of all, you got to give a lot of credit to all 5 of the Comet starters because other than about a 2-minute stretch, a minute for Amelia DeRuyter, and a minute for Tana Banana Vanapolen, all 5 of those Comet starters played every minute of this game. That's a difficult thing to do, especially in the face of the kind of pressure, defensive pressure that the Ramblers bring to this contest. And I'd love to pull a Hawkeye and give it to all of them. but I can't do that. So instead, I'm going to give it to Allie Crick. And I'm going to tell you why. Allie Crick did a yeoman's effort in terms of handling the ball for the Comets. Again, in the face of the defensive pressure of Claudia O'Malley on the ball, bringing that up and having to take care of the ball. She didn't get a lot in the books, just 1 of 2 from the free throw line. You could argue the defensive rebounding, offensive rebounding by the big girls down low was really important, but Allie Crick allowed them to maintain possession, brought that ball up safely, got them into their offense, and that effort against that type of defensive pressure, Allie Crick is my Comets All-Heart Player Award winner.
Well, congratulations to your Highland Hills Maple Syrup All-Heart Player of the Game, Allie Crick. And now for the George Johnson, the Uber fan for the McBain Ramblers All-Heart Player of the Game. Who are you going to give that one to?
Boy, that's another toughie. Again, it's just so much fun to watch girls basketball, and especially girls basketball here in McBain and NMC. These girls all know each other, as you mentioned earlier. They all go to church together. They're friends. Some of them are related. Pretty sure everybody in McBain is related to everybody else in some fashion, if I'm not mistaken. But the effort that you see them put out is so very impressive. But I'm going to have to give it to Claudia O'Malley, and the reason for that, twice she had to leave the game because of minor injuries. She got Charlie horse, the likes of which I would never want to wish on anybody. Took a shot to the head at one point, scrapping for the ball down low. Her effort and her on-ball defensive pressure was key in keeping McBain within shouting distance. Claudia O'Malley is my All-Heart, George Johnson All-Heart Award winner for McBain.
Well, congratulations to Claudia for winning the George Johnson All-Heart Player of the Game. On that one, continuing with our awards, I need to know who is going to give me the Judy K. Gildy pitcher perfect play of the game, but I'm not going to have you do it. All right, so I'm going to hand my headset to Dan Verberkmos, and he's going to call.
I'll give him my headset.
All right, well,
I'll
okay.
sacrifice for the moment.
All right, so Dan Verberkmos has come up here. When we talked about this earlier, Dan, we need the Judy K. Gildy pitcher perfect play of the game.
The Judy K. Gildy pitcher perfect play of the game has got to go. What was it to? Was it Allie? Allie Sigovus to Crick? Was that what it was? Or it was a?
Well, the one I saw was the Tana Vanapolen to.
That's it.
Her back to the backdoor cut.
That's it. Yeah, and again, the ball basically, in the blink of an eye, went through about 2 or 3 comments and then directly into the hoop. That I would agree, hands down.
All right, so congratulations to the 3 cousins, or the 3 nieces.
That's correct.
Vanapolen to Bentham to Van Polen for the lay-in that just parted the way like the Red Sea.
That's right.
All right, I guess, Jay, going to let Dan do the other awards? All right, I guess Dan's going to continue with the awards. All right, so we're going to follow through with that. I want to know, what, in your opinion, Dan, you being a big defensive type of guy, I need the High Point High Achiever Award brought to you by High Point Cadillac GMC. Now, being new to the show, you want to know what that means. That is the queen of the window. The one that says, yes, I do clean windows, and I do it often with the rebounding. Who was the most dominant rebounder for both teams? What award? It could be either school. Who you're going to give the High Point High Achiever Award to?
I think I got to give it to Carrie Van Polen from NMC. I think she was everywhere tonight in that zone. She was disruptive. Not only did she grab a lot of rebounds tonight, but boy, I tell you what, she altered a lot of shots. She may have not blocked a lot of shots, but I'm telling you, she was a presence in there. And our girls, when they did get the ball inside, definitely had her on their radar. And I tell you what, a lot of those altered shots really don't show up in the stat sheet, but she did a great job of cleaning the glass up tonight and just being a force inside. Carrie Van Polen from NMC.
All right, so your High Point High Achiever goes to Carrie Van Polen. Yes, she does do clean windows, and she does it often. Congratulations to her on that. All right, so now the biggest award of all of them, because it has my name attached to it. Now, this is going to be one person that has to come from both teams. Who put the most dominant performance out there? I want to know. Brought to you by Taylor Mechanical, who is the Hawkeye Player of the Game.
I tell you, that's a tough one because both teams, they absolutely and utterly laid it out on the line. And I'm telling you what, this is a difficult choice. But I'll tell you what, there's one name that stands above the rest in my mind, and that has to be the senior, Allie Sigovus from NMC. Really came up with some key plays as the game was winding down the second half to really give a little bit of space between the NMC Comets and the McBain Ramblers. She seems like she was everywhere. And just did a great job offensively and defensively, and just had, again, as they say on ESPN, she's a stat stuffer. She does a lot of things very, very, very well, and I have to give it to her hands down.
And she did a fantastic job out there, just really dominating. It seemed like every key rebound to kill any chance of her momentum. She's like the momentum stopper just by rebounding alone. Yeah, so Jay had one earlier where she was actually fighting off Cooper Agama, had her boxed out, and Allie was able to reach around her, one hand, catch the rebound, and then pull it behind her back and turn around and secure the rebound. So your Hawkeye Player of the Game, brought to you by Taylor Mechanical, is Allie Sigovus. Fantastic game by her. You have been listening to McBain Sports. We are going to have another boys game, but we have to take a minute to reset, get new roles, get some new ideas going on. So we are going to send it back to Zach at the studio for 90. You're listening to McBain Sports on the all-new 107.9 WCDY. Just stay.
In the small town of McBain lies a locally owned improve the health of every patient that comes through the door. At McBain Family Pharmacy, you're more than just a prescription. Here, you're family, and their experienced team of professionals are always available to answer any questions you may have regarding prescription and over-the-counter medications. McBain Family Pharmacy is your full-service family pharmacy for both traditional and compound medications. Call them today at 231-825-8175. That's 231-825-8175. Or stop by their store, located at 119 North Roland Street in McBain.
Boonstra Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Daryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Daryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.
Hi, Tracy from Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto in Cadillac, your locally owned dealerships. 2019 is here and so are some great opportunities. Lease a new 2019 GMC Terrain all-wheel drive for $249 per month. That's right, just $249 per month. Show Mother Nature who's boss while pulling down over 30 miles per gallon. Or how about the 2019 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500 Bighorn Crew Cab 4x4 for just $399 per month. Don's Auto Clinic and High Point Auto, growing together to serve you better.
And good Friday evening, everybody, and welcome to the gym at Northern Michigan Christian School here in McBain. It is a celebration of McBain basketball and the McBain community in general as we bring you the McBain Ramblers and the Northern Michigan Christian Comets. It's a varsity doubleheader. The girls were our opener as the Comets defeated the Ramblers 34-26, and the boys are out on the floor warming up as they will be the nightcap tonight. Alongside my very special guest, Dan Verberkmos, who will be running the color tonight. Gary Hawkeye Vanna is also in the area. I am merely Jay Simon, and we are thrilled to have you with us for this one. As I mentioned, the McBain community out in force for these two teams, and it's great to see between games. Dan, you were out on the floor. NMC honored their seniors on both the girls and boys teams, and then had all the McBain seniors as well come out, parents, grandparents, and just honored all those seniors. We had a little prayer for those kids. It's one of the great things about small communities here in Northern Michigan and McBain, with two high schools who have both enjoyed success at different levels and in different sports. It's just a great thing to see with all these folks here.
Yeah, I would agree 100%, Jay, with that. I tell you what, and it just goes right along with that old adage that, it takes a village to raise a child. And I'm telling you, although we got different school colors and we got different loyalties, I tell you, when at the end of the day, we're all one community. We all care for each other. We're all neighbors, and it was a neat thing. When Coach Coltman kind of alerted all the parents, say, hey, they're going to call you guys out during their senior night. We were a little bit surprised. But I tell you what, I think it was definitely a neat thing to see all of the people that rally around these kids and are sold out for their respective athletic programs.
Great atmosphere, and we saw a great game between the girls. I know you were on the air with Gary for a little while in that first contest and obviously watched it from the stands. That was a physical game. It was a little higher scoring than the first meeting between those two teams, but the offense was difficult to find. I got to assume we're going to expect the same thing. It's just a hallmark of Rambler basketball under head coach Bruce Coltman. If you can defend and you can rebound, you'll get time on the floor.
Yeah, there's no question. And those two things are the pillars. I've coached with Bruce Coltman for many, many years, and I'm telling you, one of the first things he does after he makes cuts and gets his squad completely together is he sits all the guys down and he says, you're going to learn how to do two things and two things very well. And they're exactly what you just said, Jay. You're going to learn how to defend aggressively and rebound like no tomorrow. And he has, again, that's the hallmark of our program, and it's been extremely successful over the years.
That's to say the least. That is very, very true. Bruce Copeman, I believe, has been in McBain for, 73 years? Somewhere on there.
Maybe 75.
That might be
a
mild exaggeration.
This is, I was actually had a conversation with Bruce the other day in the gym, and this is my 22nd year teaching at McBain, and I said, well, you got, what, 2 or 3 years ahead of me? He's like, no, this is my 30th year, so you weren't too far off here in your initial guess, Jay.
22 years, Dan, what'd you do, start at 14? I mean, look at you for crying out loud.
I got my head on. Can't see how bald I am.
Yeah, I just proudly show it. You are listening to the Pluger Mechanical pregame show, licensed and insured. Call Aaron at 231-282-3194 for new installations, HVAC services, and light plumbing. Our thanks to Pluger Mechanical for their partnership with us for tonight's broadcast. Well, the Ramblers come into this contest 14-4. They are 10-1 in the Highland, but that one is the one that's probably sticking in the craw of these young men right now, as they've dropped 2 of their last 4. The most recent Tuesday night, they lost 62-57 to the Manton Rangers. They need the win tonight to share the conference title, but I'm sure Bruce Copeman, in a quiet moment with nobody around, would tell you he'd prefer if he had that alone.
Oh, there's no question. I tell you what, the other night at Manton, that was just a hard-fought ball game. Both teams were just absolutely going at it. And I'm telling you, I think the difference in the game, and McBain had a very hot first half, but Manton, especially from beyond the arc, they were absolutely unstoppable in the second half and hitting not only just wide-open shots, but highly contested shots with guys right in their face and knocking them down. So you got to tip your cap to the Manton Rangers. They did a nice job hitting key shots at key junctures just when we were trying to make some runs here. And I'm telling you, the McBain Ramblers got to take care of business tonight. You know, you can't go into this game lightly, especially after a tough loss on the road, because they got to secure this victory tonight to secure, again, that co-champion status that they're hoping for.
Yeah, that's a great point, because the Northern Michigan Christian Comets come into this contest 5-12. They're just 1-10 in the Highland. They have a win over Everett, their lone victory, 66-38 at home back in December. However, when you look at that schedule and you look at their roster, or at the games they've had, they play tough here. This is a tough place to play. I coached volleyball in this gym. Mm-hmm. That rubber floor, the divider that's a little bit lower, it just looks a little different in here. The court is actually, if I'm not mistaken, a bit shorter than most courts.
If
you look at the, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's somewhere around the neighborhood of like 7 feet. It's not an enormous amount on either end, but it is a little shorter. And so the surroundings are a little different. Obviously, this is basically a home game for both teams with regard to the fans, but NMC played Beale City tough here, lost just by 8. They hung with Manton right up to the end. They ended up losing by 10, but they were in it right into that fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. They have played well here at home. This is not a gimme by any stretch.
Yeah, by no means. And I tell you what, they always give their all. And there's a good crowd out tonight. And they're going to go out on a good note. And I tell you what, whatever happens tonight, they want that to carry over into the postseason. So both teams going to be working hard for wins tonight to create some momentum into that district week coming up. And it's going to be a battle tonight. There's no question about it. Both teams are going to be hard-nosed, not give an inch.
This has been your pregame show brought to you by Pluger Mechanical, licensed and insured. Call Aaron, 231-282-3194. That's 282-3194, Pluger Mechanical. We are going to get the national anthem ahead of the boys' game. We didn't have it before the girls' game, but we are going to get it here before the boys' contest. So while that goes on, we will take a break. McBain Ramblers and the Northern Michigan Christian Comets boys varsity Highland Conference action coming your way here on CDY. We'll be back right after this.
Huttinga Electric of Cadillac is your trusted and expert electric contractor, providing you with only quality services. We've always sought to provide you with reliable services because your satisfaction is our top priority. Locally owned and operated, Huttinga Electric is your local choice for electrical contracting, specializing in residential, commercial, industrial, and agricultural electrical projects. We're licensed and insured for your protection. Call Huttinga Electric at 231-779-4699 today.
Your one-stop farm supply store is Falmouth Co-op in the heart of agriculture country. With locations at Falmouth and McBain, Falmouth Co-op has what you need to keep all your animals well-fed and healthy. Plus, bulk fuel and professional agronomy services like custom fertilizers and spraying and soil and grid sampling. Falmouth Co-op is your premier grain dealer and birdseed headquarters. And the McBain location has pizza, burgers, wings, and appetizers. Stop in today at either location in Falmouth and McBain. Falmouth Co-op is proud to support McBain's student athletes.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
Michigan's new sustainable energy source is all around us. It's wind energy, and Heritage Sustainable Energy is harnessing that power right here in our backyard. Wind energy is clean and strong and reduces our reliance on traditional resources that have become economically and environmentally costly. Heritage Sustainable Energy thanks the community for its continued support for the Stony Corners Wind Farm. Heritage Sustainable Energy, bringing new energy to Michigan and proud to support local high school sports.
And welcome back to Northern Michigan Christian School here in McBain. Jay Simon alongside special guest Dan Verberkmos as we are bringing you boys Highland Conference basketball action here on 107.9 CDY. We had the girls varsity contest before this one. The Comets took that one 34-26 over the Ramblers, finishing this week on a strong note. They've got another week of regular season basketball before the postseason starts, but the boys, this is it. Tonight, the final regular season game, and they will start the playoffs next week. NMC actually will start on Monday night as they take on Marion in a district quarterfinal. Meanwhile, McBain plays on Wednesday in Beale City against Blanchard Montebello in a district semifinal. We're getting the starting lineups from the respective two teams. As here in NMC, they do it the classic way that I always enjoy, where you introduce the visiting team and then play the music and do the special stuff for the home team. I enjoy that stuff. I know some people wonder about the sportsmanship of it. I just think it's fun. I think you need to do that at home.
I would agree with you. I think it's a little more of the old schooliness, I would say. You know, that's kind of the way it was back in the day, and it's kind of see that again. Nice to see that again.
I remember when I coached volleyball here at NMC, the one year that we had some real good success, we were in a quarterfinal at New Lothrop, playing New Lothrop, which is unusual at the quarterfinal level.
Yes.
And as my team was introduced, the student section had newspapers that they held up in front of their faces as my kids were introduced, as if to say, you know, we have no interest in you. I laughed. I thought that was hilarious. I enjoyed that tremendously.
Yeah, we had a very similar situation back when I did coached boys, back when I first started teaching, when we played in Clare against a Farwell team that was a surprise. They got hot late, and they did that same type of thing. When our guys were introduced, we're going to read the funnies.
That's right. Turn their back on you, or however they want to do it. I always enjoy that. For the Ramblers, they start their quintet of seniors: Daniel Quist, Devin Morris, Garrett Verberkmos, Justin Camphouse, and Logan Rodenbaugh. We will see heavy doses, though, of Daniel Rodenbaugh and a lot of sophomores: Connor Murphy, Caden McGillis, Grayson Verberkmos, and Mason Hooker will all see time as well. Meanwhile, the Comets, I think they brought quite a bit up from the JV. They've got a pretty big roster. They start Jamie Hahn, Tanner Mulder, Grant Pogue, Alex Roosevelt, and Ezra Dieterman. And we may see freshman Trevin Winkle, who's been averaging 20 points a game on the JV and is pulled up for the varsity contest tonight. Garrett Verberkmos wins the tip, and we are underway here at NMC. Ramblers with the ball, going left to right across your radio dial. They're wearing their road green uniforms with gold trim. Camphouse, top of the key. NMC in a man-to-man defense.
And McBain doing a great job of moving the ball. Everyone getting touches, everyone cutting, everyone screening. That's a classic case scenario for Copeland's teams.
Down on the right block, the shot attempt no good, saved by NMC, but right into the hands of Daniel Quist. And now here down low, Logan Rodenbaugh with a tough layup over the outstretched arms of two NMC defenders, and McBain takes the early lead.
It's a great take to the basket right there. Good aggressive take for Logan. Nice to see him on the board.
Here's Grant Pogue, picks up his dribble, trying to give it up to Roosevelt. Roosevelt will battle and take it away from Morris. Now he'll bring it back over the timeline. Comets going right to left. They're in their home white with maroon trim. There's a nice cut by Pogue. Manages to save it. Lefty three from Roosevelt. No good. Garrett Verberkmos with the rebound. 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. 2-0 McBain.
NMC with a great job of getting back in transition defense right there, not allowing the Ramblers to fast break, which is what they want to do. Make or miss. They want to run the floor.
Quist gives it to Camphouse. He'll take the three from the top of the key. Left iron. It'll bounce right and chased down by Dieterman. 6.5 remaining here in the first. 2-0 McBain as NMC brings it over the timeline. Mulder will hand it off to Pogue. Lefty dribble to the Comet circle at midcourt. Back over to Mulder. I coach two female Mulders in volleyball here at NMC. Pass attempt for Roosevelt. Roosevelt's knocked away, and here come the Ramblers quickly the other way. Quist misses the layup attempt, and then Rodenbaugh battling for the rebound. It's knocked out of bounds by the Comets. It'll remain McBain basketball.
And like I mentioned earlier, McBain wants to run. Make or miss on that rebound. That's a great job by Justin Camphouse pushing that ball off the court, out of bounds. McBain.
Quist will inbound, gets it to Morris. Quick three from the left corner's no good. Verberkmos, I think, tried to pass that in the air to Rodenbaugh. Rodenbaugh with the rebound, no good, but Verberkmos is there with another rebound and a putback. Dad, that's how you average 20 and 10 and shoot 50%.
Yes, that's a great job of staying hungry on the glass. It helps being 6'6" and having some ups. Nice job, Garrett.
The ups came from Mom?
Oh, definitely. There's no question.
Here's Dieterman on the right wing. Dieterman will put it on the floor, drives right, trying to find Roosevelt across the baseline, but the pass a little too hot. Alex can't grab it. It's out of bounds, and it'll be Rambler basketball. 5:37 to go here in the opening quarter. 4-0 McBain.
Yeah, that was great help side defense right there by Logan Rodenbaugh. Daniel Quist drop and help to help on the backside. Great rotation defensively.
Camphouse being harassed by Pogue, gets by him, lays it up and in off the left side with the right hand.
Nice job. We got to get Justin going. It's just nice to have him see the ball go through the hoop. We need him to start really putting a few more points on the board for us.
There's Tanner Mulder working between the circles against Logan Rodenbaugh, the right-hand dribble. Now he'll send it near side for Hahn. Hahn back to Mulder. Free throw line extended far side. Lefty crossover on Rodenbaugh, spins, gets to the right elbow. Kick out for Pogue for three, way too strong. Loose ball, though, is chased down nicely by Hahn. They leave Hahn completely alone. He'll take the three. Front iron, no good. Dieterman with the rebound, but it's knocked out of his hands. Actually, I was going to say, they were going to call that Rambler basketball. It was pretty clear. It was knocked out of Dieterman's hands, and the official quickly correcting himself.
Yeah, evidently Ramblers got confused there, did not communicate. They have got to make sure they communicate early and often.
Mulder will trigger, trying to find some help. He'll throw it up for Dieterman. Off his hands and into the hands of Camphouse. Camphouse gets into the paint. Now he'll flick it back to Quist, and Quist will set things up. 4:40 to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 McBain. Devin Morris, near side. Top side now for Rodenbaugh. Over on the left baseline for Quist. Thought about the three, working against Roosevelt. Bounce pass down low for Verberkmos. Double team, puts it on the floor, dribbled it off his foot. I thought he dribbled it off his foot. They're going to say it was off Dieterman's foot.
Boy, it did look like that. That play right there, they call it triangle. And I tell you what, basically there's movement from the top of the key and block to block, and they're trying to get looks inside. And if they don't get a look inside, they're looking for a three in the corner.
30-second timeout on the floor here at NMC. We'll keep it right here. Want to make sure we let you know this broadcast brought to you in part by Huttinga Electric, the Burkholder Family Funeral Home, High Point Cadillac GMC, McNally's Party Store, and McLean Transmissions. McLean Transmissions also our broadcast partner that allows us to bring you this game streaming if you're leaving our listening area or you're completely out of the area. We've had people listen to these broadcasts from overseas in the military. You can do so by heading over to 107.9Wcdy.com. Click the game logo on the right side. You can listen to us live through YouTube. You can also search for 107.9 CDY through YouTube. Streaming brought to you by McLean Transmissions. Call 779-1394. Out of the timeout, Quist will inbound for McBain. Gets it up to Morris, now gets it back on the right wing. Top side for Rodenball, looking for Verberkmos down low, and Pogue did a nice job of getting in front of him and knocking that ball away. Here come the Comets.
Yep, nice job defensively right there. Again, right there, we probably should have done a better job of swinging the ball and working the ball a little bit, be a little more patient on the offensive end.
Hahn's pass attempt for a cutting Roosevelt goes off his hands and into the hands of the Ramblers. Down low for Logan Rodenball on the right block. Rodenball rejected by Dieterman, and then to add insult to injury, blocked again by Roosevelt from behind.
There's not a lot of times you can get 2 blocks in 1 shot.
Out of bounds, though, it will be Rambler basketball. Quickly into Morris with a 3, and that one comes up short, but it landed in bounds and saved by Quist to Verberkmos, who cuts across the lane and lays it in over the front of the rim.
Excellent hustle by Daniel Quist, flying out of bounds of the basket, right in Garrett's hands. Nice hook shot right in the middle of the lane.
8-0 McBain, 3:35 to go here in the opening quarter. Comets still looking to get on the board. Mulder picks up his dribble at the left elbow, looking for help. Finds Pogue. Back in the Comet circle and the logo in the middle. A little behind the back move. Gets into the lane. Trying to find Roosevelt across the paint. Nice job, but Roosevelt's layup comes up short. And then it's going to be off of Roosevelt and out of bounds. It was a gorgeous look, Dan, from Grant Pogue amidst the trees to find Roosevelt on the right block and just didn't get it into the bucket.
Yeah, and those easy buckets, those Comets, they have to convert those tonight. They cannot afford to not miss their puppies.
Not sure I'd call it a puppy when 6'6" Garrett Verberkmos is behind him, but
there's that. Inside pass to Logan Rodenball for 2 off the block. Nice play.
Logan Rodenball with another layup on the inside, and it's a 10-0 McBain lead with 3 minutes to go here in the opening quarter, as we're going to get some Comet substitutions. Mulder loses the handle, picks it up, finds Dieterman, and Dieterman gets it up off the glass before Verberkmos can elevate, and the Comets get on the board. They trail 10-2. 2:45 to go here in the first. Quist calls out the play, hands it off to Camphouse, over to Morris on the right wing. Right-handed dribble toward the baseline, now swings back. Camphouse with a straightaway 3, front iron, no good. Off the hands of Dieterman, into the hands of Morris, who knifes his way through the defense and lays it in.
And the Ramblers are going to send 3 or 4 guys every time to the offensive glass. Great job of Devin crashing and getting an easy put back for 2.
Mulder finds himself trapped, finds Dieterman though, and Dieterman misses the left-handed layup. Verberkmos with the board. Here come the Ramblers. Quickly up ahead, Camphouse, pump fake, got Pogue off the ground and lays it in on the right side.
Yep, and again, we're going to push the ball. Easy transition buckets. Again, doesn't matter what defense you play. Easiest way to beat any defense is to beat it down the court.
Minute 55 to go here in the first. It's a 14-2 McBain lead. Knocked away, but recovered by Hahn. Hahn, top of the key, working against Camphouse. Blows by Camphouse. Good help by Morris, but he's going to draw the foul as he gets him with the body.
Yep.
Boy, that was a great move by Jamie Hahn.
Yep. Nice hesitation move there. Froze the defender, and Devin Morris's help came, but just 1 step too late.
Hahn will go to the line for our first free throw attempts on the night. Minute 44 remaining in this one, 14-2. Excuse me, remaining in the first quarter in this one. As Hahn goes to the line. A couple of substitutions. The freshman call-up, Trevin Winkle, will enter the game for NMC, as does Corey Van Heidsma. Dieterman and Roosevelt take a seat. Hahn's second free throw is good, so he splits the pair, and it's 14-3 as the Ramblers quickly up to Camphouse on the left wing. Quist now swings it to Morris on the near side. To Verberkmos, flashing across the lane. He'll take 1 power dribble down to the right block and elevates over top of Winkle and lays it in. That is tough to stop.
Great recognition by the Ramblers. Trevin, the freshman, Trevin Winkle, the freshman, coming in, guarding Garrett. Good job of trying to exploit the youth there. Nice job.
Mulder cut off in the lane. Out to Hahn. Straightaway 3. Nothing but nets.
Jamie Hahn is a streaky shooter. He gets hot, sees it go through. He might be very, very dangerous as the night progresses.
16-6 McBain, minute 5 remaining here in the opening quarter. There's another nice look for Verberkmos, but blocked straight up by Trevin Winkle. The freshman.
Nice job.
Welcome to varsity.
Yes, nice job. And again, that's great for him. That's going to get his confidence level where it needs to be.
Oh, speaking of confidence, Grant Pogue with a quick trigger on the right wing. Nails the 3. And just like that, it's a 16-9 Rambler lead as we get to the 42nd mark here in the first quarter.
Yeah, Grant Poe, probably the most consistent scorer on the NMC roster, the guy that's going to be able to create his own shot on a consistent basis.
30 seconds to go. Here's Morris driving left side, right-handed layup again. Devin Morris finishing in traffic. He's got 4, and it's an 18-9 Rambler lead with 17 seconds to go as Tanner Mulder brings it over the timeline.
Yeah, that was a great job that last possession of going from sideline to sideline, making that defense move.
Here's Pogue, the senior. Goes behind his back against Quist. Bounce pass down for Winkle, and we're going to get a jump ball as Camphouse gets his paws on it. Possession arrow belongs to the Comets, but we have 1 second remaining here in the first as we get mass substitutions from McBain.
Going to have to be a catch and shoot here. Not a lot of time. See what the Comets have drawn up here.
Mulder will trigger right in front of the Rambler bench. Defended by Caden McGillis, who's checked in. Mulder to Pogue. Pogue lost the handle, though. He's going to have a little step back, and I think he might have got that off, but he never had full possession of the ball. After 1 quarter of play here in NMC, at NMC in McBain, it is the Ramblers 18, the Comets 9. We'll be back right after this.
The harsh northern Michigan winter is right around the corner, and that's why you need to heat your house with Holton's LP Gas. Call them today at 231-839-4600. You can contact the office for specials today. And if you're a new customer, they have specials for you as well. Holton's LP Gas has been in Lake City for 30 years, and don't worry, they service the entire listening area. They've got 24/7 live trained professionals. Holton's LP Gas is a proud sponsor of McBain Athletics.
And welcome back to Northern Michigan Christian School. Jay Simon along special guest Dan Verberkmos. Gary Hawkeye Vanna is lurking somewhere. He might even be doing the broadcast on the Rambler Review for all I know. I see him down there on the top side. The McBain Ramblers have an 18-9 lead over the Northern Michigan Christian Comets, but the Comets came alive toward the end of that opening quarter. Grant Pogue and Jamie Hahn both knocking down 3 balls to make it a little closer, narrow it down to single digits as they come into the second quarter. The sophomores who checked in for McBain toward the end of that quarter stay on the floor for the Ramblers. And we've seen this a lot, Dan, and since you've been around the team a lot, and you've got a sophomore son on this team, he starts 5 seniors. I've seen 4 sophomores finish the game.
Yes, and a lot of that is, basically they are very deep. They're a very deep team, and a lot of times it's just whoever's playing best that night. And the finishing 5 one night might vary to the next.
Speaking of those sophomores, Connor Murphy, who's had some huge 3-pointers thus far this season, knocks down that 3. Connor Murphy not shy about letting it fly when he's got the room. There's a beautiful look on the inside by Jamie Hahn to a cutting Trevin Winkle down the lane. Winkle will draw the foul. He'll go to the line for a pair.
Yeah, Connor Murphy just a little bit late on the help side rotation right there. Had to foul Trevin Winkle from behind. He's got to earn him at the stripe now. Trevin shooting 2.
Murphy, of course, hit the huge 3-pointer in the first meetup with Manton at the buzzer to give the Ramblers the win. Also had a big 3 against Beale City with under a minute to go that gave them the lead that they held on to.
Yeah, the next morning went into Sean Mulder, athletic director's office, and jokingly said, but I don't think I was lying. I said Connor Murphy definitely cemented his name into Rambler folklore with that half-court buzzer beater.
Absolutely. All that talent comes from Mom and his side, too.
Oh, no question.
A lane violation. Yes, on the Ramblers. So Winkle missed both free throws, but he's going to get another shot at it here.
You don't see that call very often, and especially in the NBA. They're walking halfway across the lane before the guy shoots the ball.
The 2 officials coming over to discuss, not the official who called the lane violation, but the other 2 are coming over to discuss something. Not sure what the discussion is about. They don't come over and tell you at the scorer's table like they do in the big time. We're not in the big time yet.
Yeah.
No. Hawkeye will be there soon.
That's right.
No doubt about it.
I think ESPN actually, gave him a text the other day.
ESPN 3, there's all kinds. Winkle takes advantage and knocks down the second free throw. Quickly the other way. The Ramblers find the other Verberkmos, Grayson Verberkmos, down on the right block, and attacking the rim is Grayson. He's going to draw the foul and go to the line. We like to talk, Dan, Hawkeye and I do, about the shoe game and sock game. The boys are actually doing a better job than the girls. Historically, the girls have a better shoe and sock game going on. But it's the guys tonight. There's quite an eclectic look out there. Your own boy with some green and orange socks out there that he's rocking.
He actually brought that up tonight when I was feeding them dinner, which is no small chore, obviously, of a teenage son. And he said, Dad, I think I'm going to wear those fluorescent socks. I had a good game against NMC last year with them, so not to be superstitious or anything.
Here's Hahn, top of the key, swings it over to Winkle on the right wing. Winkle puts it on the floor, skip pass. Pogue is wide open on the left baseline, in and out. And skying for the rebound is Caden McGillis. Quickly up ahead to Grayson Verberkmos, trying to find Daniel Rodenbaugh across the lane, and Grant Pogue with the full-out flyby stops the pass and then slides into the tables of popcorn paraphernalia along the baseline. That is hustle, folks. It'll remain Rambler basketball. They get it in quickly to Garrett Verberkmos, blocked by Winkle again. I think that should be, well, they're going to actually say Comet basketball. Well, I believe that's probably the right call, because I think Garrett hung on to the ball after the block by Winkle to get the shot off. Although it's tough to say. Boy, Trevin Winkle not shying away in this tough defensive assignment against the senior Garrett Verberkmos.
No, I'll tell you what, Trevin, two defensive stops right in a row inside, doing a nice job. Despite his youth, playing very, very well and confident.
Pogue with the tough shot down low, can't finish. And now Daniel Rodenbaugh gets between a few white jerseys, gets it slapped away. It'll stay McBain basketball. 21-10 here in the second quarter. McBain with the lead, 6:35 to go in the second stanza, as Alex Roosevelt will check back into the game for the Comets, and Jamie Hahn will take a seat.
See what the Ramblers have dialed up here.
Connor Murphy will trigger, gets it into Grayson Verberkmos, and we have a whistle and an offensive foul.
Yeah, in that situation, a lot of times what you got to do as a cutter is you have to cut what we say shoulder to shoulder, so that screener does not have to move. In that case, screener moved. NMC ball, foul on the Ramblers.
6.5 to go here in the second quarter as Tanner Mulder brings it over the timeline for the Comets. Looking for some help, finds Alex Roosevelt down to Winkle, cutting across the lane on the right block. Winkle double teamed, lost the ball. Daniel Rodenbaugh had it, but when he put his hand on it, it was on the baseline, and it will be back to NMC. Mulder will trigger for the Comets. Trying to find Roosevelt, and we're going to get a foul. I'm assuming, nope, they're going to say it went off. Oh, nope, it is a foul.
That foul on number 25, Grayson Verberkmos, got caught behind Roosevelt. A push in the back, out of bounds NMC ball. So at this point in the game, it's kind of, no one really has momentum right now, Jay. Right now, it's kind of, whatever team's going to start making plays is going to probably go on about a 4 to 6-0 run, I dare say.
Mulder trying to find somebody, gets it into Dieterman. Dieterman will take a couple dribbles, elevated and rejected by Caden McGillis. Straight up block on the right side of the lane. Here comes Connor Murphy.
Yeah, Caden actually came out of nowhere, just climbing the ladder.
McGillis has hops. I've watched him in pregame. That boy can get up.
He can. I tell you, for a sophomore, he's able to dunk it with two hands without a problem.
Connor Murphy's three is off the mark. Winkle chases down the loose ball for NMC. Going right to left across your radio dial. 5:45 remaining here in the first half. Alex Roosevelt, lefty dribble, uses a pick from Mulder, gives it up to Winkle at the top of the key, working against Daniel Rodenbaugh. Winkle, who led the Comets in scoring last night in the JV game and is now up here playing on the varsity. Here come the Comets. Logan Rodenbaugh looking for McGillis across the lane, threw it at his feet, out of bounds. It'll be Comet basketball. You don't see that too often, where you get to lead the JV in scoring one night and then play varsity the next.
No, I'll tell you what, like I said earlier, Trevin is holding his own without a problem out here tonight.
Tanner Mulder will bring it over the timeline. 5:20 remaining here in the first half, working against McGillis. Mulder between the circles. McGillis not close enough for a 5-second call. He'll give it up to Hahn. Hahn working against Murphy. Over to Dieterman. To Mulder, free throw line extended far side. Surveying the court. Now he'll put it on the floor. Lefty dribble across the top of the lane. Crosses over, comes back to his right as the Comets continue to try and run some offense here. Winkle cutting across the lane. Dieterman will give it to Hahn. He's open for three. Pulls the trigger. No good. Hahn tried to draw the foul from the little bump from Murphy. Didn't get the call. Murphy chases down the loose ball. 4:44 to go here in the first half.
That was great ball movement right there by NMC. They're spreading the floor.
Grayson for Berkmos with the three off the mark. Logan Rodenbaugh, though, with the loose ball off the little shovel pass from brother Daniel, lays it off the glass.
Yeah, and Daniel Rodenbaugh has been gritty this season. He is all no-nonsense lunch pail. He just is blue-collar and does a great job of getting offensive rebounds.
Mulder spins away from McGillis. Little shovel pass for Roosevelt. He didn't want to try the shot amidst the trees. Here's Trevin Winkle for three. And Trevin Winkle lets the crowd know that was a three. Here come the Ramblers, 23-13. McBain with the lead. 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Connor Murphy, right-handed dribble on the left wing, gives it up topside for Grayson Verberkmos. Now Logan Rodenbaugh, free throw line extended far side. Topside now for Murphy. 3:45 remaining here in the second quarter. Comets continue to work this in a man-to-man. For Berkmos to McGillis. Straight up three ball from the top of the key is good. Caden McGillis.
Wow, that rainbow shot, I almost hit the ceiling right there. Beautiful stroke, great rotation on that shot. Beautiful hit by Caden for three.
Trevin Winkle for three again. After Alex Roosevelt did a great job of driving baseline, found Winkle open on the right wing, and back-to-back threes for the freshman. Back to a 10-point margin, 26-16 McBain.
Great job by Trevin right there, catching the ball shooter ready off that screen.
Connor Murphy's three off the left wing is no good, and Hahn with the weak side rebound. 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. 10-point Rambler lead. Hahn working against Connor Murphy between the legs. Driving right, elevating, throws it up high off the glass. No good. Murphy with the rebound. Quickly up ahead. Daniel Rodenbaugh ahead of the defense, lays it up and in. And we are going to get a timeout. Coach Sean Petit wants to talk this over. It's a full timeout. 28-16. McBain with the lead. 2:45 to go here in the first half. We'll take a break and be back right after this.
When it's late, when it's snowing, when you just have to have it. It's nice knowing McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain is open 7 days a week. Locally owned and operated with the friendliest cashiers helping to serve your grocery needs. From candy and chips to pop and munchies, McNally's Party Store, they're still keeping it cold. And wishing the McBain Ramblers good luck in tonight's game. That's McNally's Party Store in downtown McBain, open 7 days a week.
28-16, McBain leads Northern Michigan Christian from NMC's gymnasium. Jay Simon alongside Dan Verberkmos. Gary Hawkeye Vanna lurking. We might get him back over here at some point, but I don't know. The way he's hanging out down there, I think he's left you to your own devices, Dan. This is your show. I believe you are doing this not only because you wanted to give this a shot, but I think you're going to be my color analyst for the playoffs, are you not, on Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday night's district semifinal against Blanchard Bonnabella. I'm looking forward to that, and sitting alongside you, I just appreciate the opportunity to work with you guys.
Beale City's a great place to call a game. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's a great facility, the Bermuda Triangle of the Highland Conference. 28-16, McBain with the lead as out of the timeout. Comets with the ball. Alex Roosevelt will hand it off to Corey Van Heitzma, spinning away from Connor Murphy, elevating. Somehow, I have no idea how, he got the left-handed semi-hook scoop to go over the outstretched arms of the 6'6" Garrett Verberkmos. And now on the other end, here's a turnover, and it's Comet basketball.
Yeah, just nice job right there by Corey, absorbing the contact and able to keep his balance and finish.
Grant Pogue gets into the lane, stops and pops. Too strong off the back iron, but the rebound grabbed by Hahn. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Comets trying to make a little run. Corey Van Heitzma kicks it out. It ends up in the hands of Pogue, top of the key, working against Murphy. Gets into the paint, out to Van Heitzma, who pulls the trigger. Too strong on the three ball, and the rebound grabbed by Caden gets tripped up by Corey Van Heitzma. They just got their feet tied up.
McBain doing a great job tonight of what we call on the coaching realm, rebounding by committee. Just, again, box your man out, seal him out, screen him out, whatever term you want to use, but then rally to the ball and get that ball and then run and fill lanes.
Minute 44 remaining here in the first half. The 28-18 Rambler lead as Daniel Quist, who's checked back into the game, finds Morris. Nice look for Logan Rodenbaugh, who got ahead of his defender all alone, lays it up and in.
Nice job. They call that play T-Wolf 2. We ran that all year long in the JV last year and got a lot of nice layups. Great cut, great finish by Logan Rodenbaugh.
He's got 8 in the game. There's an errant pass chased down by Quist. Here come the Ramblers. Quist back out to Camp House. He'll drive baseline. And that is going to be a foul on Jamie Hahn, who doesn't fully agree. Felt he got a lot of ball on that one, but the official politely disagreeing, and it's going to send Camp House to the line for 2.
I don't think we've ever seen in our lifetime, Jay, after a questionable look, officials say, you know, you're right. That wasn't a foul.
I sincerely apologize. That wasn't a foul. My bad. Actually, they're going to say it was on the floor, so Camp House will not shoot. Inbounded to Garrett Verberkmos. Gets it out to Quist. Quist drives baseline, gets inside, kicks it out to Logan Rodenbaugh. He'll send it out to Morris, and the Ramblers will reset. 58 seconds remaining here in the first half to 10-point McBain lead. Sorry, 12-point McBain lead. There's an errant pass, but chased down nicely by Camp House. Saves it to Verberkmos. And now we're going to get a foul on the floor as Dieterman gets his hands inside of Garrett.
Yeah, good.
I can say Verberkmos. He's the only one on the floor right now.
Ezra Dieter been doing a nice job of pressuring Garrett Verberkmos right there. But again, with your dribble, again, defensively, you want to be at least an arm's length away. He was too tight and got the push.
Quist will inbound it to Morris on the left wing. Excuse me, right wing. Ramblers will set the offense up. 40 seconds remaining here in the first half. 30-18 McBain. Here's Morris, top of the key, working against Van Heitzema. Camp House near side against Pogue. Top side for Quist. Gets a nice seal-off pick. A rebound skied for by Winkle, who launches it across the lane and finds a teammate.
Nice job of Trevor. The heads-up play to prevent the travel. Just threw it right up to his teammate.
Pogue finds Winkle, who tries to get through the defense, and they're going to call the foul. See if they get Camp House or Verberkmos on this. I'm going to say it's on the floor. They're going to get it on Verberkmos. So Garrett Verberkmos will pick up what I believe is his second foul. Oh, they're saying first. I gave him a foul that I shouldn't have. Comets will inbound. 10 seconds to go. Van Heitzema now on the left wing, working against Garrett Verberkmos. Spins away. Nearly lost the handle as Logan Rodenbaugh tapped it. Trevor Winkle picks it up. Winkle trying to find some space. Grant Pogue at the buzzer. Comes up short. So after 2 quarters of play here at Northern Michigan Christian School, the McBain Ramblers 30, NMC Comets 18. We'll take a quick break, collect our thoughts and our stats, and be back. The McBain Hardware Halftime Show coming your way right after this.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
We've all been there. We rely on our vehicles more than ever to get us where we need to go, safe and sound. McBain Auto Service is open Monday through Friday and are fully licensed and insured to serve you. With over 50 years combined experience, they specialize in everything from brakes to engine repair with no job too big or small. Stop in for a safety inspection. McBain Auto Service, located at 9438 South Maury Road in McBain, or call 231-825-2729.
High school students are training for the jobs of tomorrow today at the Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center in Cadillac. Juniors and seniors from 12 area high schools can choose from 14 career-driven programs. Free college credit is available. Visit WMISD.org and click or tap the Career Technical Education link. See all the great programs, then talk to your student's counselor. Call 876-2200. The Wexford-Missaukee Career Technical Center on 13th Street across from Baker College. Proud to serve the students of McBain High School. CTC is the place to be.
McBain Rural Agricultural Schools offers a quality, well-rounded education for the whole child. McBain students have a technological head start from the beginning with their own issued MacBook or iPad. Rambler students are immersed in strong curriculum, including access to a large variety of vocational programs, a winning athletics program, and access to a new state-of-the-art performing arts center. Challenging competitive times require a challenging competitive education. Give your child the McBain advantage. McBain Rural Agricultural Schools.
Providing great service and quality to our customers, LC Materials is here for you and all your concrete and aggregate needs, both residential and commercial projects. We can assist you in estimates, sand and gravel needs, project details, and on-time delivery. LC Materials is also in Cadillac at the Concrete Store. The Concrete Store has building supplies, stone, block, tools, and other accessories to help you finish your project. So when you're ready, call LC Materials. We're ready when you are, online at lcmaterials.net.
And welcome back to Northern Michigan Christian School here in McBain. Halftime as the McBain Ramblers lead the NMC Comets 30-18. Jay Simon alongside Dan Verberkmos. He offered the second half to Hawkeye. Hawkeye turned him down. It's his birthday week. I think that's why. He's going to go sit with his wife and enjoy this second half. And so Dan is going to graciously close out this one for us tonight. It's been McBain Community Night as the entire town of McBain has come out to support these kids in these two games. We had the girls varsity game open things up. The Comets won that one 34-26. And now we've got the boys following it up. Between games, they honored the NMC seniors on both the girls and boys teams, and then had the McBain seniors come out with their parents and grandparents and honored those kids, gave a little prayer over them, and just showed some love to the community kids, as we talked about in the pregame. It's one of the hallmarks and coolest things about small communities. It's not often you see a community McBain size that has two high schools and two competitive high schools. When I coached volleyball here at NMC back in the early aughts or mid to late aughts, Sean Murphy, whose son Connor is now starring here for McBain's basketball team, and that's a clear case of the basketball talent coming from the mom. Sean was the volleyball coach at McBain Public, and we enjoyed a lot of battles. I was blessed with some terrific talent. I had to grow the goatee so you knew I was the coach because my kids were so tall. But we used to joke that if you put our teams together, my goodness, right? We would have still been Class C, right? Because McBain NMC only has about 80 kids in the high school, and it would not have pushed McBain over. I said, you put Sean in charge, let me be the assistant coach. That's a team that wins the Class C title, right? Instead, they made the quarters in Class C, we made the semis in Class D, and it was nice we made good runs. But and then you look at the basketball teams and some of the players that they've had here at NMC between the two. You look at football, NMC doesn't have football. I always thought they should have done a football-soccer co-op. Have that McBain Public kids come over and play soccer if they want to. Let the kids play football from NMC over at McBain. Can't even imagine what that would have been like. They've never obviously done that. There may be reasons for that, I don't know. But it's just it's a very tight-knit community, and this has been a great thing to see. This is a packed house. They're out shooting three-pointers now for prizes out on the floor. They've been doing fundraisers all night long tonight for Zach Pluger, the NMC grad who suffered an injury from a gun accident, and it's been great to see the community turn out tonight.
Yeah, it's just great to see them rally together for a good cause. And on that note of combining the schools, as a varsity girls track coach, there was many a year I could echo that same thing, Jay, where, boy, I tell you what, back when Jane Pearson was going through and a few other kids, if we just had a few more, we would have definitely been able to go for a state championship in track and field.
Coached her in volleyball. I remember her.
Exactly. Yep.
Quite an athlete.
Yes. So I mean, lots of athletes wore the maroon and gold as well as the green and gold.
Run down the scoring from the first half for you. The Comets were paced by the freshman Trevin Winkle, who led the JV in scoring last night and is now leading the varsity here at the first half. He had a pair of three-pointers in that second quarter. He's got 7 points. Jamie Hahn, the junior, has another 3 as well. He's got 4. And then Grant Pogue has a triple, and Corey Van Heitzma and Ezra Dieterman with a bucket apiece to round out the scoring for the Comets, who are 2 of 4 from the free throw line on the night. Meanwhile, McBain is getting some very balanced scoring as they've had 8 players get in the books tonight, led by Logan Rodenbaugh, who has a team high and game high 8 points. Garrett Verberkmos with 6 points all in that first quarter. Devin Morris and Justin Camphouse with a pair of buckets apiece. Connor Murphy and Caden McGillis have each knocked down a triple. Daniel Rodenbaugh has a bucket, and Grayson Verberkmos is 1 of 2 from the line to round out the scoring for the Ramblers, who are just 1 of 2 from the line. I would assume, if I were to put you into the heads of either head coach Bruce Copeman of the Ramblers or Sean Petit of the Comets, that as a veteran coach yourself, you have an idea of what you've seen and what they're probably both thinking. But let me ask you about Coach Copeman right now. He's got to be pretty happy with the defensive effort for the most part in that first half, giving up just 18 first half points.
Yeah, definitely. When you hold a team for 2 quarters, 18 points, you definitely got to be pretty happy. But I know Copeman, as a perfectionist, he's looking for perfection, especially on the defensive end. And I think locker room, he definitely addressed the situation of the help side defense tonight for the Ramblers has been outstanding. It's the helping the helper. Again, that weak side guard on that baseline drive has got to drop down and take that backside help. And they have been late on a handful of times, and that's caused a few issues, including some fouls. So I think that's definitely an issue that Copeman definitely talked in his chalk talk at halftime. I think he's going to tell his guys to continue to push the ball. We're doing a good job in transition of getting out and running the floor and creating opportunities, if not on the primary, but maybe even that secondary break where we go down, maybe don't have a layup, we kick it out for a transition 3. So keep running. If I'm Sean Petit, I'm saying, hey, just keep being aggressive. NMC's doing a great job on the defensive end on ball pressure. They are in the shorts of the Ramblers. They are really being what I would call stingy. And they're doing a great job of spreading the floor, being patient, and they're taking fairly good quality shots. They just got to be careful of those double teams that McBain will throw at them.
Both teams now back out on the floor as the halftime three-point shooting efforts have finally ceased, and getting some touches before the second half starts. Want to remind you that this broadcast brought to you in part by Judy K. Gildy Photography, LC Materials, Kelly's Pizza and Grill, Holton LP Gas, the McBain and Lake City Family Pharmacy, the Falmouth Co-op, and McBain Hardware, as this is the McBain Hardware halftime show. For anything wrong line, see Ron or Tyler for all your needs, including Milwaukee tools at McBain Hardware. As Gary's brother-in-law will tell you, if McBain Hardware doesn't have it, you probably don't need it. 30-18 is our score here at halftime in NMC, and this is just a really cool atmosphere. Hawkeye addressed it during the girls' game, and as more fans have trickled in here for the boys' game following it, there's not a lot of empty spots in the bleachers on either side of this gym. And so many of these kids are related, whether it's cousins or it's, you know, they've grown up together, they hang out together a lot of times, and it's just a different vibe when these two teams play each other. Whether one team is having a better season than the other or whatnot, it's that old cliche, you throw the records out.
Exactly. Yeah, and again, a lot of these kids, they know each other. They're friends off the court. Maybe they go to the same youth group. Maybe they have the same driver education class if they go to the opposite schools. But when that ball is up in the air and on the court, all bets are off. They're going to go right at each other like they're their own worst enemy. And you know, the beautiful thing about it, Jay, when that final buzzer sounds, they're going to be friends when they walk off the court.
Absolutely. Remind you that if you're leaving our listening area, or you've got friends or family well outside our listening area, and I mean out of state, out of country, anywhere with a decent internet connection, tell them to head over to 107.9Cdy.com, click the game logo on the right-hand side. They can also go to YouTube and search for 107.9 CDY. Find the Listen Live link there, and you can listen to us from anywhere in the world where you got a decent internet connection. Our thanks to McLean Transmissions for their support of streaming here on 107.9 CDY. For anything transmission related and for quality used cars, call 779-1394. That's 779-1394. McLean Transmissions on, as I like to say it, La Chance Road.
Brushing up on your French.
I like to sound fancy.
Le Français.
I did take 2 years of it in high school. I don't remember a single word. Comets will have the ball to start the second half, going left to right across your radio dial as they bring out the starters. Both teams starting with their starting five here in the second half. Alex Roosevelt takes a handoff from Tanner Mulder. Grant Pogue now curling, dribbles it off the foot of Garrett Verberkmos, and as both players go to the floor, we get a tie-up, and the possession arrow belongs to the Ramblers.
Excellent job by both players diving on the floor and fighting for that ball.
Devin Morris on the right wing working against Hahn. Verberkmos will swing it over to Logan Rodenbaugh on the left wing. Top side for Camphouse. Thought about the three. Pogue chases him off the line. Ball swung around now to Quist. Back to Logan Rodenbaugh. Couple of dribbles. Harassed by Mulder. Tapped as he was trying to get it to Morris, and then Hahn will knock it out of bounds into the Comet student section. It'll be Rambler basketball. 7:23 to go here in the third quarter, just underway here in the second half.
Yeah, they call that play they ran right there, Michigan. They modeled after U of M as far as Michigan. They want to spread the floor, lots of back cutting, lots of screening, and look for hopefully some sort of backdoor action, as U of M has really, that's been kind of their trademark.
Foul on the drive by Garrett Verberkmos as he tried to go to the left side of the rim. Ezra Dieterman with the block up top. Looked pretty clean up top, but the official right on it, saying he got him with the body, and so Verberkmos will go to the line for a pair as he misses the first. Rattles home the second.
Yeah, missed free throws the other night at Manton down the stretch really hurt us as well. We missed a few front ends of 1-on-1s on fouls, and yeah, that's the same as a turnover, as they say.
Grant Pogue double teamed. Gets it over to Alex Roosevelt. Roosevelt, lefty drive, going past Morris, cut off nicely by Verberkmos, but Roosevelt steps back and banks it off the glass.
Wow, strong move right there by Alex Roosevelt. Okay, ran into two Rambler defenders, kept his composure, kissed the ball right up the window for two. Great finish by Alex Roosevelt.
We are going to get a foul call. Tanner Mulder is going to get the foul call. I don't think, was Mulder wasn't defending the ball. It must have been away from the ball.
Definitely an off the ball foul. Maybe he was holding someone on a backdoor cut. That happens sometimes, and the official caught him that time.
31-20 McBain as Quist will inbound. Gets it to Camphouse. Lefty dribble to the top of the key. Wants to come back for Morris. Morris behind the three-point line, partially blocked by Mulder. Verberkmos with the rebound, who makes a nice little move to get himself clear, and the right-handed hook is good. Garrett Verberkmos now with 9 in the game.
Yeah, Garrett displaying great footwork here. They call that a drop step. And again, he cleared about 5 feet on that one step. Ramblers in a man-to-man defense, pressuring the cutters, getting up in the passing lanes, trying to be disruptive.
It's a nice backdoor look as Alex Roosevelt went into invisibility mode and found himself all alone on the baseline.
And there was a great screen on the backside. That's what freed Alex up for that easy deuce inside.
33-22 McBain. Here's Quist on the left wing, working against Roosevelt. Topside Camphouse left alone. Front rim, back glass, front rim, and down.
As they say, the iron kind for Justin used all the rim on that one.
36-22 McBain, 5:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Tanner Mulder surveying things. Wants to hand it off to Pogue, but Quist is doing a nice job of checking to see if he's wearing deodorant. And then Mulder wanted to hit Alex Roosevelt on a back cut. Roosevelt actually had his man kind of beat, but he wasn't even looking at Mulder. He was looking to go set a pick. And the bounce pass goes into the Comet bench, and it'll be McBain basketball.
Yeah, nice job right there defensively. The Comet picked up the basketball, and everyone else flat out denied the ball, got a turnover.
Quist wide open for three right wing. Back iron, no good, but Logan Rodenbaugh with good position with the rebound, and he's going to draw the foul. Tanner Mulder getting the block from behind, but got a piece of the arm. And Mulder will pick up his second foul of the game.
Coaching all these years, I would always tell my squads, when the shot goes from the side, the rebound is always going to ricochet to the backside. Logan Rodenbach, great job carving out offensive rebounding position on that backside. Gave a great pump fake, got his defender in the air, shooting two.
Grant Pogue checks out for the Comets. Trevin Winkle, the freshman, checks in as Logan Rodenbach knocks down both free throws. 38-22, biggest lead of the game for the Ramblers with 5:10 remaining here in the third quarter.
Danger time a little bit right here for NMC. They need a bucket from somebody. Someone's got to step up.
We're going to get a foul away from the ball. This is going to be on Daniel Quist, working against Trevin Winkle. Winkle did a nice job there. I don't want to call it acting because it's not so much acting, but Quist was definitely putting a hip into him, and Winkle kind of threw the arms up to make sure the officials knew that that's what happened. As Logan Rodenbach gets the steal on the inbound, and then Hahn taps it away and takes it back. Winkle will get it back to Hahn. Comets will bring it up. Ramblers get back to defend. 4:50 to go here in the third. Hahn trying to get clear of Quist. Picks up his dribble in the corner, trying to find some help. And Coach Petit is going to call a timeout before the 5-second call.
I almost was going to scream right there, timeout for him, because that's exactly the line of thinking as a coach I was taking. I almost screamed at Jay, but I refrained.
Comets will take their second 30-second timeout. Unofficially, I believe they only have 2 fulls remaining in the game. 4:43 to go, 38-22. Ramblers with the lead. We'll keep it right here. I'll let you know this broadcast brought to you in part by Taylor Mechanical, High Flow Performance, Amp Wireless, Pluger Mechanical, and McBain Auto Service. Our sincere thanks to each and every one of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you this broadcast. Couldn't do it without them. If you get a chance to stop in to any one of these area businesses, let them know that you heard them here on 107.9 CDY and thank them for their support of these broadcasts. We'd be eternally grateful. Dan and I would do this for nothing anyway, but the radio station has to keep the electricity on, so our sponsors allow us to do this.
And we are extremely grateful for all of them.
Mulder will trigger for the Comets out of the timeout. 16-point Rambler lead. And Osgood makes the pad save. Sorry, Logan Rodenbach kicks the pass out of bounds. That's how you know how old I am when I reference Osgood. Actually, what I normally would say there is Dryden. I'd usually say Ken Dryden, and then everybody looks at me like I'm completely insane.
I'm picking up what you're laying down. Rambler's doing a great job of denying the inbound pass here and talking and through all the screens.
Mulder finds Roosevelt. Roosevelt somehow gets that up and above Morris. And then Dieterman with the rebound is going to draw the foul down low. This will be called on the floor, and this is going to be the second.
Yep,
Garrett Verberkmos.
Garrett with a little too much arm in there. Tried to tie it up, got too much of the arm.
Mulder gets it into Roosevelt again against Morris. Roosevelt trying to find some space. Morris does a nice job of just keeping the arms vertical and making things tough on Roosevelt. And the Ramblers come up with a loose ball. 38-22 McBain, 4:20 remaining here in the third quarter at Northern Michigan Christian School.
And that is such a difficult situation like that with Devin going straight up. You want it so much to block the shot, but many times that's going to be an automatic foul. Great job of staying straight up defensively.
Logan Rodenbach driving on Mulder, gets inside. Dieterman with the partial block. Dieterman again with a block on Morris. Kicked out for Camphouse for 3. Back iron, no good. And Mulder with the rebound. Great defensive effort by Ezra Dieterman on the interior. Here's Hahn driving baseline. It's knocked out of bounds by Quist, and it'll stay Comet basketball. How about Ezra Dieterman down low?
Nice job of presence inside. Really, I tell you, Ezra doing a nice job defensively of being disruptive. You know, maybe not blocking a ton of shots. Blocked a couple right there, did a nice job, but really altering a lot of shots.
Mulder will trigger again for the Comets along his own baseline. This has been tough for NMC. Gets it to Van Heidsma. Back to Mulder on the right block. Mulder spinning, wanted to pass, and he dragged that back right foot.
Yep.
Kind of looked down as if to say, but she did clearly establish the right, and he picked it up.
Yep, definitely the correct call by the official on that one. Dragged his pivot foot.
Still a 16-point Rambler lead. Garrett Verberkmos at the left elbow, surveying. Looking for a cutting Logan Rodenbaugh, who misses the left-hand side layup, challenged by a couple of Comets. Here comes Grant Pogue. Pogue flying up the left side. Can't get the layup to go. And we're going to get a discussion from the officials.
I believe they're going to call goaltending on Garrett Verberkmos. He went up for a block, struck the backboard. And I believe they're going to, yep, that's what they're going to call it, goaltending. The backboard definitely was affected in swing and when it was up on the glass, and they're going to call that a good bucket.
I will say this now, in defense of Garrett. I'm sure that is what Garrett intended. I'm not going to lie. You know that as well as I do. However, that being said, if you're making a legitimate attempt to block the shot, and he did, I think it's okay to slap the glass. I'm pretty sure that's the rule. Is that not?
And it's one of those many gray areas.
It's a subjective call.
No doubt about it. And those are the tough ones right there.
Dieterman with a block on Verberkmos, but they're going to get him for the foul. It is going to be on Dieterman.
Yep.
Ezra Dieterman.
Looks like they're going to.
I mean, I don't know any teenager that has ever agreed with a foul call, but claiming he got all ball. But that will send Garrett Verberkmos to the line.
That looked like it was pretty clean. Must have got him with the body, the official was saying. Got him with the body down low.
Verberkmos missing the first. Second coming up. In any case, if it was me, and I know it's a subjective call, I would have frankly let that go. Yes, we all know Garrett was trying to slap the backboard and cause it to miss. However, he was near the ball. He wasn't just slapping the backboard.
This is true.
For no reason, right? 39-24, Ramblers with the lead. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Tanner Mulder working against Logan Rodenbaugh. Tries to do the little in and out move. Lost the handle, got it back. Finds his teammate. This is Trevin Winkle in and out. And I believe this is going to go off of Logan Rodenbaugh. It'll remain Comet basketball.
Nice job of both teams really scrapping and hustling for that ball. Out of bounds, NMC. See what they got dialed up for out of bounds.
Grant Pogue on the left wing. Stop, pop, 13-foot floater. Won't go. Rebound, though, ends up in the hands of Winkle. Rejected by Verberkmos. Into the hands of Dieterman. Swung around. Pogue, straight up three ball. Comes up short and out of bounds. It'll be McBain basketball. So Garrett Verberkmos and Ezra Dieterman with a can you top this defensive effort in the middle.
Yep, and again, Garrett's got to be careful with those two fouls. A lot of times, even if there's a clean block, if you swat down like you did in that instance, many times the official calls it. Got away with it that time.
Some substitutions for the Ramblers. Connor Murphy has checked into the game. He'll play with the three seniors and Daniel Rodenbaugh. So the Rodenbaugh brothers on the floor now, along with Camphouse, Murphy, and Garrett Verberkmos. Verberkmos on the right wing, puts it on the floor against Dieterman, gets to the rim, tried to dunk it. Missed, and the loose ball is going to end up in the hands of Grant Pogue. Pogue, kick out. Hahn for three. No. Pogue with the weak side board, though. Trying to find Dieterman at the top of the key, and now Dieterman loses the handle. He'll recover, get it to Hahn, and the Comets will reset. Boy, it was an aggressive move from Garrett Verberkmos. Yeah, 2 minutes remaining here in the third.
He would have brought the crowd to their feet had he put that down. Just, again, couldn't quite finish it.
Hahn working against Logan Rodenbaugh. A little crossover. Now over to Pogue on the right wing. Dieterman's trying to post up against Murphy. Does a nice job. Tried to make the left-handed layup to protect himself. Got the rebound. His putback wouldn't go. And into the hands of Camphouse. Here come the Ramblers. And Camphouse, wow, can't believe that wasn't a call on that one. Murphy gets the loose ball. Jumper is no good. And now Winkle is going to draw the foul from Daniel Rodenbaugh. I think we both agree that Justin Camphouse wanted to throw the bounce pass to the baseline, stopped near the free throw line, and basically got knocked off his pivot foot by his own teammate, but he managed to let go of the ball, I guess, early enough to avoid the travel call.
Yeah, playing pickup, a lot of times you'll say, hey, next time take your luggage.
Exactly. Minute and a half remaining here in the third as Pogue picks up his dribble, finds Winkle working against Grayson Verberkmos, who's checked into the game. Corey Van Heitzma, top of the key. Lefty dribble, trying to get by Daniel Rodenbaugh. We're going to get a foul up top. It's going to be on Daniel Rodenbaugh. It's just the fourth on the Comets in this half. And it is the second on Daniel Rodenbaugh. So we get a substitution, making his first appearance. Spencer Quist, the senior for NMC, checks into the game. Minute 15 to go here in the third. Hahn wants to get it in. Gets it to Winkle on the baseline. Winkle working against Grayson Verberkmos. Now he'll dribble out left wing, top side for Pogue. Minute 5 to go here in the third. Pogue to a cutting Van Heitzma. who got trapped between a couple green jerseys, threw up a tough shot, got it back. Now he'll dribble it out top side. Ooh, crosses over Garrett for Berkmos, gets to the lane, the high, the scoop, the hoop, and the harm.
Talk about a teardrop. I'll tell you what, he came from almost half court down the lane with about one dribble, and that ball almost touched the ceiling.
What a move by Corey Van Heitzma. Garrett for Berkmos. Tough for a 6'6" kid to chase a, 5'10" kid like that out top. Was doing a nice job, and Corey just turned on a dime, came back to his left, went down the lane, and then as you described it, teardrop, finger roll over the outstretched arms of the Rambler defender, and he converts the three-point play. Boy, that got the NMC crowd on their feet.
Did. That's just the offense that the Comets needed at a crucial time with less than a minute in the third.
39-27 McBain, and now we're going to get a foul.
Looks like a double foul. Officials has both arms out to the side. That's typically a double foul situation. Let's see what the official has to say.
It's going to be on Winkle and McGillis.
Little extracurricular activity off the ball. Officials all over it. Nice job of officiating right there. Again, the foul is 5 apiece, or excuse me, 6 to 5. So the officials doing a good job of calling it even.
45 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Grayson for Berkmos on the left wing, top side for Daniel Rodenbaugh. He'll give it up to Mason Hooker, down low for Daniel. Nice pump fake, got 2 defenders off their feet. Can't finish, but he will draw the foul.
The Ramblers
go to the line for 2.
Excuse me, Jay. The Ramblers out there with 5 sophomores at this time.
You are absolutely right. Hooker, McGillis, Daniel Rodenbaugh, who's at the line, Grayson for Berkmos, and Connor Murphy. This is your future Ramblers here.
Had a lot of fun coaching all these guys last season. We had a 17-3 record last year as a JV. High IQ players, all of them. Very high basketball IQ.
30 seconds remaining as Trevin Winkle will take it the right side. They're going to call it on the floor before the shot, but Trevin Winkle got to the tin, laid it up and in, but they're going to get Grayson for Berkmos with the 3rd foul ahead of time.
And the Comets are now in the 1-and-1 situation. That's the 17th foul. Again, Trevin Winkle, an excellent job of driving hard to the basket. The help side was late if it did come at all. Foul, 2 shots. Excuse me, 1 in the bonus. Excuse me, 1-and-1.
Winkle nails the first.
Boy, Trevin Winkle with a beautiful shot. Nice rotation, great follow through.
And you can tell, and again, you're the veteran coach. You've seen these kids, especially coaching at the JV level. You see these kids as they're maturing and growing through these freshman and sophomore season. And Trevin looks like one of those kids. He's got big feet. He's got a big frame. He's a little thin as he misses the second free throw. Hondo with the rebound. But you can just see as he gets stronger, he's already got great form and a nice rounded game. Aggressive, seems smart. And it's just a matter of what he'll do as he gets bigger and stronger, as Grant Pogue is going to draw the foul. Daniel Rodenbaugh looked like he had solid position. Almost wonder if that's not a question of Daniel refusing to fall to the floor.
Well, there's no question.
I'm not drawing the charge in that manner.
In that instance, Daniel he was not moving, and he is in legal guarding position. In other words, he was not under the basket. But Daniel not completely squared up to the driver. That's the difference. He was sideways to him. That's why NMC is shooting.
Pogue makes them both. 41-30, Ramblers. Grayson for Berkmos, tough drive on the baseline, challenged well by Hahn.
That was a great take by Grayson right there. You know, just got caught behind the hoop a little bit. It's a tough angle to hit that shot.
Pogue let that go. Coach Copeman is giving the official an earful, and now we're going to get a technical foul on Coach Copeman.
As a coach, I've had this officiating crew quite a few times coaching the JV, and what I do know about the official that did call that technical, he has a very low tolerance for, let's just say, aggressive addressing of the officiating crew. aggressive negotiation, if can I put it that? I don't know.
You can put it that way. Well, you know what it reminds me of? I don't know how much you follow the NBA. I know some people are very anti-NBA just because of the nature of it, but Houston Rockets star James Harden was talking about, he fouled out of the game last night, and he was saying that one of those officials who's been around a long, long time has it out for the Rockets in essence. He feels like he does, and he doesn't allow you to interact with him or talk to him. He will completely ignore you type thing. He's quick to pull the trigger on a tee.
Yep.
And I would assume that officials at some point in time, it is a thankless job. I say this all the time, Dan, and I haven't said it in a while, so I'm going to say it right now. The two most difficult jobs in the universe are mothering and officiating, and I want nothing to do with either one.
And I would agree with you.
Grant Pogue at the buzzer after the 2 free throws.
Yep, off the back
iron.
Yep.
We'll come back to that in a moment. But the Ramblers still with the lead, but the Comets close hard in that third quarter, 41-31. That is the closest 10-point game, honestly, watching it, that I think I've ever experienced. We'll take a break. Final 8 minutes of this one coming up. Hey, it's the final 8 minutes of the regular season.
That's right.
Should be an exciting finish. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after this.
Kelly's Pizza and Grill in McBain would like to take this opportunity to thank their loyal customers for all their years of support. It's with your patronage that Kelly's Pizza and Grill can continue to support local schools, churches, and charities, not to mention keep serving up great tasting breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Open 6 days a week, Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Friday and Saturday, 6 till 10. Always doing their best to serve the McBain community. Kelly's Pizza and Grill, 100 Maple Street in the heart of McBain.
And welcome back to Northern Michigan Christian School. Jay Simon alongside Dan Verberkmos. Gary Hawkeye Vanna is wandering around. Hopefully he doesn't get lost and he finds his wife before he has to go home.
Wasn't it his birthday weekend? Am I
It's
mistaken?
his birthday week. Yeah, it's his birthday week. His birthday was actually Tuesday night during the Manton game. I didn't realize that, so I never even said anything on the air, which I feel terrible about. I know a lot of people that take birthday months. I think Gary's just a birthday week kind of guy, so that's why you're doing this entire game. He's relaxing over on the far side as Comets trying to inbound. Tapped away by McBain, but the Comets come back with it. Grant Pogue will hand it off to Tanner Mulder on the right wing as the Comets work against this tough Rambler defense going left to right. Mulder uses a pick, finds Corey Van Heidsma. He's cut off by McGillis, trying to find some help. Gets it to Dieterman, back to Mulder. 7.5 minutes to go in the ball game. It's a 10-point Rambler lead. Nice backdoor cut for Van Heidsma, who loses the handle, and it went off of, nope, they're going to say it went off of the Ramblers, and it will be NMC basketball.
Yeah, and I guarantee in that last break we just had, Coleman is screaming, you have got to defend. Oh, blocked by Connor Murphy, and a foul by Alex Roosevelt to prevent the fast break from happening.
Tell you what, Connor Murphy has got sneaky hops. He's got good timing. He's had some blocks in situations where you don't necessarily expect it. I'm not sure how tall Connor is. I haven't seen him in a while to stand near him. But he does a very nice job of staying in good position, getting a hand up, not being aggressive and going after it, but just getting pieces of balls as he did there.
And what Connor has in his arsenal that is one of his greatest assets on defense is he is extremely quick vertically. Always keep his defender in front of him. So in the instance of a situation he could block the shot, he can do it. Connor hits 2 at the line. Big free throws for the sophomore.
43-31 McBain, 7:20 remaining here in the ball game at Northern Michigan Christian School as Tanner Mulder with a nice little backdoor move. Can't get it to finish as McGillis did a nice job of just holding his ground in the middle.
Great defensive pressure right there by the Ramblers. Forced a very tough shot, barely in and out though.
Grayson Verberkmos, lefty dribble to the top of the key, kick out Connor Murphy. Thought about the 3, chased off it by Van Heidsma. McGillis will fire. Rebound into the hands of Logan Rodenbaugh amidst the trees. The ball goes to the ground. We got guys all tied up. My goodness. Grant Pogue and Logan Rodenbaugh look like they're in a wrestling match. Here come the Comets. Mulder spinning away from Hooker, lays it up and in.
Great spin move by Tanner Mulder right there in transition.
First bucket of the game for Tanner Mulder. It's back to a 10-point McBain lead. 6.5 minutes remaining. Logan Rodenbaugh working against Mulder. Over to Connor Murphy, left all alone, buries it.
Absolutely huge three right there for Connor Murphy. We call that play white. They've been running that for 30 years.
Connor Murphy has a Bill Lambier-esque vertical on his jump shot, but boy, oh boy, it is deadly.
And a quick release at that, too.
Yep, it's low, but it is quick as Grant Pogue somehow got into the paint. Layup attempt, though, was a little harsh and off the mark. Here come the Ramblers the other way. Logan Rodenbaugh stopping, elevating, and laying it in.
Great transition offense by the Ramblers, forcing the NMC timeout. Coach Sean Matee calling a full timeout. I believe it's the minute variety.
If I'm not mistaken, that's all he's got left. 5:56 remaining in this one, 48-33. McBain with the lead. We'll take a break and be back in 60 seconds right after this.
Making the final arrangements for a loved one is never easy. At Burkholder Family Funeral Home in McBain, they can help you get through the process one step at a time. Serving the families in McBain and the surrounding communities for over 40 years, they take pride in providing exceptional services that families can actually afford. The caring and compassionate staff at Burkholder Family Funeral Home can help ease the burden. Burkholder Family Funeral Home. Visit them today at 211 North Pine Street in McBain or call 231-825-8191.
Northern Michigan Christian Schools in McBain is a Christ-centered learning environment run by parents rather than a church. It's an excellent Christian education for pre-K through 12th grade and currently serves more than 290 students. To find out more information, go to www.nmcs.us or call 231-825-2492. Again, that's 231-825-2492. Northern Michigan Christian School, believing that each student is uniquely gifted and a blessed child of God.
And welcome back to Northern Michigan Christian School. Jay Simon alongside Dan Verberkmos. 5:55 remaining in this one. It's a 48-33 McBain lead. The Comets had cut it to 10. The Ramblers answered with a Connor Murphy 3 and a Logan Rodenbaugh deuce to take a 15-point lead as Garrett Verberkmos is going to pick up the foul, trying to get around, Tanner Mulder trying to get around Garrett Verberkmos. And Garrett with the classic, I'm going to ride you with my hips, but my hands are way up here and I'm not doing anything. Why is this a foul type move?
And again, legal guarding position, you know, the old adage, if you're moving defensively, it's automatically on you. That's kind of changed in the recent years as Tanner Mulder drains the first of two. As long as you're vertical and you're moving, you're entitled to that vertical position. I guess the official's going to say he wasn't vertical in that instance.
Yeah, I'm assuming that there was a little bit of this, as nobody on the radio can see me doing this. A little bit of this.
A little forward momentum. Tanner Mulder off with a second. McGillis high for the rebound.
48-34 McBain, 5.5 minutes remaining in this one.
And again, this is that play they call white. They call it the classic flex offense. Lots of cutting, lots of movement, lots of screens, lots of touches. Working for a good shot.
Connor Murphy at the volleyball line will swing it over on the left wing to Chase Pilkus, who's checked into the game for McBain. Logan Rodenbaugh. Back over to McGillis, wide open for a left wing three, no good. Rebound, though, tapped by Dieterman into the hands of Logan Rodenbaugh. Right to Garrett Verberkmos, who will take it to the rim, the hoop, and the har.
Nice job right there by Logan Rodenbaugh, getting the offensive rebound on the backside glass. Kicks it to Garrett, thinks about it, drop steps, lefty hook. Again, going for three the old-fashioned way.
Does he have that 12-footer in his arsenal?
He does. He just fails to utilize it. Again, he gets that from his mom.
Can't convert, and Trevin Winkle with the rebound for the Comets. Here comes NMC. Mulder up the left side. He'll hand it back to Roosevelt. Swung around for Hahn for three. Great look, and Hahn converts. Great job, though, by Alex Roosevelt to set that up with the hard baseline drive.
Yeah, how many times have you seen teams at all levels drive hard, almost jump out of bounds, and flick it to the opposite corner for a wide-open three?
50-37 McBain, 4:40 remaining here in this ball game. McGillis to Verberkmos at the left wing. Rodenbaugh back topside now for Pilkus. Over to Verberkmos, free throw line extended far side. McGillis top of the key. Right-handed dribble to the right elbow, gives it up. Logan Rodenbaugh will try the three ball. Back iron, no good. Garrett Verberkmos goes right over the top of Hahn to take it away. Logan Rodenbaugh with the hop step, the jump stop, and the layup.
Yeah, Garrett Verberkmos with the offensive rebound. Return the favor to his teammate right there. Gives him a nice assist. Logan, excellent jump stop in the lane for two.
Trevin Winkle with the quick three from the left wing, no good. Verberkmos with the rebound, and then Mulder, they're going to say it went off of Mulder, and it'll be McBain basketball.
Yep, Garrett, nice job of getting high, but as a rebounder, you never bring that ball down. You keep it high so that quick guard can't steal it. Almost stolen by Tanner Mulder right there on the rebound.
52-37 McBain. Murphy, left wing, left open, 3-ball, good.
Excellent job at executing the play right there. Double screen, Connors had time to set his feet, drained it.
Connor Murphy with his third triple of the game, and it is a 55-37 McBain lead. Kick out, Hahn chased off the three-point line, goes baseline, cut off nicely by Pilkus. Mulder finds Winkle cutting, he'll turn off the glass, in and out, and the rebound to Connor Murphy.
In this instance right here, we want to work the ball. We want to make sure we get not a good shot, but a great shot at this point in the game. Ramblers in control right now with 3 and change left.
A drive by Connor Murphy on the left side, the lay-in. Murphy's just smooth. Fun to watch, and we're going to get a timeout from NMC. Unofficially, this is their final timeout. 57-37, McBain's biggest lead of the game. 3:05 remaining in this one. We'll keep it here. A reminder that this broadcast brought to you in part by Northern Michigan Christian School, McBain Rural Agricultural Schools, Northern Truck Service, White Pine Boilers LLC, and the Wexford Misaki Career Tech Center. Our sincere thanks to each and every one of our broadcast sponsors. And Dan, while we have a moment, you had a couple shout-outs you wanted to give.
Yeah, I have got to begin with a shout-out to my son, Grayson Berberkmos. He is turning 16 tomorrow. Again, we surprised him with a brand new snowmobile. So he was pretty excited about it. He's hoping for another snow day, as if we haven't had enough. And also shout out to the 8th grade girls basketball team at McBain, an undefeated season under Coach Lars Verdeen, and that makes 2 straight zero-loss seasons for the Lady Ramblers under Coach Verdeen, as he coached them both in 7th grade and this year as 8th graders. Bright future for the Lady Ramblers coming up.
Word on the street, Dan, that was Mr. McBain's 100th win as a middle school coach.
He hits the century mark. Congratulations, Lars Verdeen. Lars has been there a long time, does a great job with our middle school programs.
Out of the timeout, Comets with the ball. Mulder cut off nicely by Ethan Barton, who's checked into the game for the Ramblers.
The Ramblers getting some substitutions in the game. It's always nice to see those guys get some minutes. Again, they work hard every day in practice. Good to see them in the game.
Trevor Bode has checked in, as has Owen Bonico. I love Owen Bonico, but he looks like a football player playing basketball. I tell you what.
Yeah,
boy is thick. You are not moving him. You are not moving him anywhere.
Nope, he is a brick out there. He is, and he plays hard nose. I coached him for 2 years in the JV. He had a good career. Started out with me a little. I didn't think he was going to play much, but then he was 6th man his first year, and then did a great job as a starter almost all last year. Had some big games for us.
Pogue knocks it out of the hands of Bode, and so it will be McBain basketball. 2:25 remaining, as the Ramblers look like they're going to close out and earn themselves a share of the Highland Conference title. Manton beat Beale City last night on the road to secure their half. As Bonico puts it on the floor, goes to the rim, layup will not go, and the loose ball ends up in the hands of Jamie Hahn. Here come the Comets, quickly up ahead to Mulder, cut off nicely by Bode, and now a little drop step as they walked away from Mulder, and Mulder said, all right, well, I'll just lay this in over the rim.
Yep, you don't want to leave the ball right there. The most dangerous thing, obviously, is the ball. They stopped it, and then 2 guys left the ball wide open. Nice hit by Tanner Mulder.
Connor Murphy, top side for Bode, working against Pogue. To Bonico on the left wing. Bonico surveying, 1 dribble, top side for Pilkus. Over to Bode on the right wing. Bode got it taken away by Pogue, but they're going to say Grant Pogue committed the foul. And so it will be
1-on-1 situations. That's 18 fouls for the NMC Comets. So Trevor Bode looking to knock down the front end of a 1-on-1 here. Hopefully he can get in the scoring book tonight.
This is where I earn my keep as a play-by-play guy, as both teams begin to substitute late. Got a bunch of new names, and I like to make sure all these kids get the love on the radio, so try to mention them all as they check in. As Bode makes the front end of the 1-on-1 and gets in the books.
Yeah, friendly bounce for Trevor right there. Hit the front of the rim, rolled around. Good to see his name in the scorer's book.
Substitutions. Josh Byard checks into the game for the Comets. We also get Wayne Roper, as well as Caden Platts. Spencer Quist into the game as well, and Jamie Hahn remains on the floor for the Comets as Bode knocks them both down, extends the lead to 59-39, so he sends it back to 20 points. Minute and a half left. There's Roper on the right wing, looking for some help, trying to get it down to Hahn, working against Chase Pilkus on the baseline. Saved it, but into the hands of the Ramblers. Pilkus up ahead for Bonico. Oh, and oh, goodness gracious. Woo! Bonico with the pump fake. And Caden Platts elevated to go for the block. And that's like basically tripping over a mountain.
You could say that.
That was not going to give under your legs.
Nope.
And Platts flipped in the air. Luckily, landed relatively softly. I think he used Owen as a bit of a landing area, and he is okay.
Yeah, good to see both players walk that one off. We have Garrett Langton coming into the game for Jamie Hahn. Jamie had a nice game tonight. Good effort out there by Jamie Hahn.
Minute 17 remaining in this one is Bonico's second free throw attempt. Back iron and in. Boy, we saw that in the girls' game. It hit back iron. It had so much backspin, it checked up and just fell in for him.
Reminds me of a Jordan Vanderhoff district title win. I don't know if you were around, Jay, but one of the many good district matches between Manton and McBain. That shot right there kind of reminded me of that.
I remember that one. That was the foul with like 1.8 seconds left, and he made the free throw. Yeah.
I believe McBain was the host school at that night.
They were. I've been doing this for 10 years, ridiculously, if you can believe that.
I can believe that.
Well, nine seasons, 9 football seasons, 10 basketball seasons. I'm not sure. It's been a while.
I'll be honest. I always look forward to listening to you guys if I can't get out to the games.
Well, we appreciate that. 61-39. Ramblers are going to finish the season with a win. Bonico down low, nice to Bode, and Bode lays it up and in.
Great job of playing unselfishly by Owen Bonico. Nice job of sharing the ball.
30 seconds remaining. Roper gets it to Platts. Platts driving against Bonico, and he's going to draw the foul. Owen Bonico, I'm trying to remember who the middle linebacker was for the Ramblers over the last few years before Bonico. His name is falling out of my head. He was originally from Pine River, I think, and came to McBain when he was in middle school or elementary school. And
it wasn't Cole. No, he didn't play football.
No,
I'm trying to think. I know who you're talking about, and I should know.
Owen is the next version of that, the football player who gets who, in a situation where he could take a charge, never gets the charge because he refuses to fall backward.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, many times if they drive into Owen, the offender will fall backwards. Exactly. Does kind of bounce off him.
Platts missed the free throws. Here's Barton, top of the key. Over to Bonico, right wing. 10 seconds remaining. Bonico puts it on the floor. Gets it to Hooker. Hooker driving to the lane, elevating, partially blocked. Ball tapped around into the hands of Bonico, and then taken away by the Comets. And that will do it. 63-39 is your final. From Northern Michigan Christian School, the McBain Ramblers close out a 10-1 regular season in the Highland Conference, and they share the league title with the Manton Rangers with the win over NMC. We will take a break, collect our stats and our thoughts. The Northern Truck Service post-game show coming up live from Northern Michigan Christian School. We'll be back in just a few.
Boonstra Construction, a name you can trust. That trust starts with a family tradition passed down from father to sons. That's not something you hear nowadays, but it is very refreshing. Daryl Boonstra taught his sons the value of hard work, professionalism, and most of all, old-fashioned honesty. So when you're looking for someone to build or remodel your dream home, skip the games and lies, avoid the misleading quotes and missed completion dates, and go with a name you can trust. A name that is a family tradition of quality and experience in the greater Cadillac area. Go with Boonstra Construction. Give Daryl a call, 231-825-4043. That's 231-825-4043. Boonstra Construction, McBain, Michigan.